Hello, what's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Thursday evening to ya all. Good to see ya. LR Dreaded for the 32nd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for our new subscriber. Leo's too. How are you tonight? Dylan, Hunter, Oh White Lotus, Let's Go Terps, Lutsy, fantastic. Quantum, welcome you to the Fishbowl as well for 29 months. Good lord. Welcome back. Big scoop cheer for our new subscriber. Mixtake Brian Okafor. How are you doing tonight? Hey, what's up, James? Good to see you. Thanks for swinging by. The Bradiest. How are you tonight? Pro Shade. Sammy. Since 3-drop semi-ramp, maybe you had some 5 or 6 mana legends. 5 or 6 mana legends, eh? What 5 or 6 mana legend would you want to see in this deck? I think like Big Vraska. Big Vraska could be interesting. We could make some changes to it. We definitely could. The deck, it's pretty greedy as it is. 4-color legends is pretty greedy, but it can always be greedier. Hey, thank you, MTG Theorist. First time catching the stream live. Thanks for sharing your great attitude with the community. Love this stream. Oh, welcome, Benonia. Good to have you. Welcome. We're going to have fun tonight. We're playing Standard, and this deck, it looks pretty wild. I guess it could be wilder. Maybe we'll make some changes along the way. I should move myself over. I'm gonna get addicted to that and drive you all crazy now. What's up, Jets Peppers? How are you tonight? Abazaba! Is that a Frank Zappa reference? How are you tonight? Hey Seth, good luck with the gameplay. Won't have time afterward to catch it, but I probably will when you're 5-0, right? Yes, that's the plan. 5-0. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Great, and welcome you as well. Big scoops here for our new subscribers. Madrotha could be an interesting top head for the deck. I could see that. Hey Daniel, how are you tonight? No Tameo. Tameo could also be good, although little weird because we don't have that many 4-ofs, but I guess it could still be fine. We could play anything. As long as it's legendary, we could play basically anything in this deck. Great, kid. How you doing tonight? Good to have you. Has M20 made Ruinous Blast better? Slightly. Like, it's good against elementals, it's good against vampires. It's better now than it was when Super Friends was like the #1 deck, so I feel like that has made it somewhat better. But it still has like good matchups and bad matchups, but elementals in specific, it is very good against elementals, so I think it has improved. Madrotha seems bad. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with Madrotha, is you're exiling stuff, so you don't have as much stuff to recast. So one thing I double checked before we played this deck is a bunch of people were talking to me about instead of list for Kethis going infinite with Mox Amber, and my initial reaction was I didn't think that it worked. I thought that when you activate Kethis, it's only the cards in your graveyard that you can play, and I think that that's correct. So you can't actually go infinite with 2 Mox Amber, so that would be sweet. Hey Seth, legend deck from Brazilian pro player around 5-1. Ooh. Maybe we'll try multiple legendary decks. Verimac, good to see you tonight. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. I guess you didn't even subscribe, but shout out to you anyway. So how's everyone doing tonight? So tonight, we are playing some Standard, some Kethis. We haven't really played Kethis, like at all. You're going to see how good Kethis actually is in Standard, with a ton of legends. We're going to start off here. There's other legends, Kethis decks that we could try. Just got one in chat that seems pretty sweet with some Massacre Girls and so forth. So we could change, update, but Kethis stream to see how good Kethis is. First time being able to catch your stream in over a year. Ooh, welcome back, Elderaid CC. Erderine CC. Good to have you. Hey, what's up, James? How are you? So yeah, that is our plan for tonight. Kethissing in Standard. The deck is about as legendary as it gets, and it can do some really sweet things, which we'll talk about in a minute. Let's do our reminders, talk about the deck, start playing Magic, then we can talk about whatever. Apparently there was some like Vorthosy news where they're changing how they put out the Magic story or something. I missed most of it, but I've been hearing rumors about it. They just were talking about it on the Wizard stream. There's a Pro Tour, a Modern Pro Tour that actually starts pretty soon because it's in Spain, which means like 3 a.m. my time. Those are the fun ones. So Modern Pro Tour this weekend, Standard, whatever y'all want to talk about. We can chat and talk and have some fun. Hey, what's up, Wanderer Maximus? How are you today? Does Vivian Arkbow Ranger, does it seem good enough? Would you tend to agree? I think Vivian Arkbow Ranger is really powerful, but I feel like you need to be in a specific deck, like a mostly green Stompy style deck. I don't think just playing it in a deck like this would be very good. I think you need to be curving into it with a lot of powerful creatures that you're attacking with. I think in that shell it can be powerful. But that shell hasn't been too powerful. I think maybe like some sort of Golgari dinosaur deck could be sweet. If you could play like Llanowar Elves Rotting Regisaur into the new Vivian, that's pretty busted. I think that would be pretty good. You threw up this week. Ugh. That's no fun. Yeah, it should be interesting. There's rumors that Hogak is gonna like absolutely dominate things, and it's gonna be the most played deck. And even though it was banned, it's still too good. But we'll see. So fingers crossed with the Hogak situation. But it should be interesting regardless. So let's do our reminders. First off, Replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this stream in the future. If you're into it, you can check them out over there. Normal YouTube, we played some 5-color scheming symmetry, Sultai symmetry in standard for Against the Odds yesterday. There is a playing Pauper going up tonight. There are some really sweet videos next week. I'm really hyped for the Budget Magic going up on Monday. And also I started working on the Against Odds today. Oh my goodness. Mystic Forge is sweet. So thank you for voting for Mystic Forge, because Mystic Forge is going to be a sweet deck. I already can feel it's going to be a sweet one. So I'm really hyped for the videos coming up next week. This is Rowan's home plane, so it'd be cool to see her in a set there. Yeah, Will and Rowan, right? Or is it just Rowan? It should be interesting. Working on a commander list that is Against the Odds tribal. Lots of really cool combos, fairly budget. I'll be sure to send it to you next stream. Ooh, I would love to see it, Jenser. Sounds like it could be a sweet deck for a future Commander Clash, like a viewer submitted week. We are playing Modern with Mystic Forge, and good God, like, I don't think I gave it quite enough credit. I was a little bit like, okay, I think it's like bad Experimental Frenzy, but good God, like, if you build around it, and I'm still like 90% to where I want to be with the build. I was working on it before recording Commander Clash today, but if you build around it, it could be like a play it, win the game type combo piece, and yeah, I'm pretty excited with it. And it's not Affinity. You can just slam it in Affinity. I know a couple people suggested that, but I think that would be fine if you want to just play an Affinity like Experimental Frenzy, but that's not really Against Odds. We're going all in Wombo combo, play the whole deck, do it all the way with Mystic Forge, and it's going to be sweet. Can we viewer submit deck list for Much Ado or Against Odds? You certainly can. Against the Odds is mostly my own decks. I don't know if we've ever played a viewer deck on Against the Odds, but Much Brew is kind of tied to the instant deck tax, and we do viewer decks as deck tax, so you can get in that way. Plus, we'd always just play on stream or whatever, so I would love to get deck lists sent in for people. Kethis can go infinite with Mox Amber. You need 2 Moxen in the graveyard to do it, as he gives them can be played from the graveyard to the card already in the graveyard. Yeah, but then once it leaves the graveyard and goes back to the graveyard, it won't have the ability. Like, it'll be a new object in the graveyard. So I don't really see any way of making the loop work with Kethis, unfortunately. What about blue-black Millwood symmetry? I think that'd be fine in Modern. I don't really know what you do with it in Standard. The problem is, like, in Modern, I can see tutoring up and also supporting Archive Trap, but I'm not really sure what you're tutoring up in a mill deck in Standard. So, yeah, Disinformation Campaign a little bit weird, but it draws cards. Drawing cards is good. Our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, and if you need some sweet, sweet new Core Set 2020 cards, and pretty soon we got Commander 2019 spoilers starting next week, so soon Commander 2019 cards. You can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even grab a Saffron Olive sticker if you are in the mood. So thank you to them for supporting the show. McIntyre for this 6th month. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. Hey, good to see you, Toleb. Hope you're doing okay. Can you send me blessings of protection from the sun and heat? Bailey game, you have my blessing, my child. Is that what priests say? My dad was Catholic when I was little, so I went to is it just the Catholic Church? I went to Catholic Church a few times when I was little. I think that's what priests say. Alright, so, otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats, also donations, always appreciated, certainly not required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. was Catholic, is he no longer? My dad grew up Catholic, and now he kind of went like evangelical during my childhood, and now I guess he's still a Christian, but I don't really think he goes to church. I don't see him very often. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't go to church at this point, but he'd probably call himself a Christian of some kind, but not really Catholic anymore. Unshaven Drake for the 11th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. What do you think about Simic Flash as a competitive deck? I think it's pretty good, especially I've seen like Sultai and also Bant, which I think shore up some of the weaknesses of Simic. Simic doesn't really get good removal, but you can easily splash in another color for a little bit of actual removal, and I think it makes it even better. So I think it's a decent competitive deck at this point. Engineered Fun for the 21st month. Welcome you to the Fishbowl. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Isn't that a Jewish name, not American? I'm genuinely asking. Probably. It's like an Old Testament biblical name, which I think is where it came from for my parents. So Old Testament, like Christian, Jewish is kind of the same-ish thing, I think, like, basically. So yeah, I guess it could go either way there. Anyway, our deck today, we're starting off with 4-color Kethis. We might... We might change some things, update some things, but the basic plan of this deck is we are all in on the Legend plan. So Kethis, a new mythic from M20, makes our legends one less to cast, so it's ramp into our like Veraskas, our Shalais, our Urza's Ruinous Blast, and then in the late game we can exile 2 legendary cards from our graveyard and replay any legendary cards in our graveyard. So as for legends of the deck, we have a bunch of them. We have a bunch of Planeswalkers, we have some Narsets, some Teferis, we have some Veraskas, we have some legendary creatures with Shalai to protect our stuff. Oath of Kaya gives us sweet removal. Flibblethip, just another filler legend essentially, draws us a card when it comes into play. So that's kind of the core of the deck. Then we have 3 different legendary sorceries. Urza's Ruinous Blast, our legendary super wrath essentially that doesn't hurt us. Yagma's Vile Offering to deal with planeswalkers, creatures, and reanimate something. And then maybe the sweetest card in the deck is Kamal's Druidic Vow. So Kamal's Druidic Vow, it's just a one-of, but the idea is in the late game, we're going to get to a point where this is probably in our graveyard. Maybe we surveil it over with a discovery or whatever. Get it in our graveyard, use Kethis to exile a couple things, we cast a huge Kamal's Druidic Vow, and then we can basically do that every turn. We get a bunch of lands, even more lands for the next time. We, next turn, exile more legends, play it again, get a bunch more lands, a bunch more planeswalkers, a bunch more legendary stuff, do it again. So it's a really sweet late game engine to cast every turn. What's up, enemies MTGO? How are you tonight? Koala Fox for the 3rd month. Can't believe it's been 3 months. Me either, but welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Otherwise, I mean, that's basically it. Thought Eraser to deal with our opponent's hand, and it's really powerful. Disinformation Campaign, a little weird, but some grindy value to hit our big payoff stuff. Sideboard-wise, we can bring in Hero Precinct 1 to make a bunch of blockers, bunch of removal, Legions at Noxious Grass, Cry of the Corneria, Mortify, Fade Procession, Lyra, Legendary, good against aggro. We also have Gideon, good against control in specific, hard to deal with for control. Couple of mobilized districts to pressure planeswalkers mostly, and that's what we're starting off with. 4-color Kethis Legends, and we're gonna see how it goes. We can always tune it as we go along, so I think we're gonna start with this. Some people were saying we should add in more expensive legends, and I think adding in more expensive legends is fine, but let's start here, and then we'll go from here. It is a pretty crazy deck, that is for sure. Dr. Love for the 6th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Actually, yeah, Abs has flashing Narset. Only on our stream. Actually, we just recorded Commander Clash today, and Tomer actually played Kethis, and it looked pretty sweet. It looked pretty sweet, and he was hyped for it. Tomer was going into it like, I'm really hyped for this deck. Kethis is awesome, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was a budget commander coming up, because Tomer seemed really hyped about his Kethis deck. Blue Eidolon MTG, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Before I jump into it, I want to show you this deck really quick. This was the other deck that I was thinking about using for Against the Odds, and It's kind of silly. So the reason I did use it, so Scheming Symmetry obviously was our card this week. It works really well with Bolas' Citadel because obviously you tutor a card to the top of your deck, then you cast it with Bolas' Citadel. But the problem is we've kind of played this shell before. The like explore, gain tons of life with Wild Growth Walker to support Citadel, play your entire deck. So we've kind of played this shell before a while ago, so it didn't feel against the odds enough. So I thought that maybe it would be funny with Scheming Symmetry to add Thousand Year Storm into the deck. With Thousand Year Storm, eventually, like, you get the Citadel down, you're comboing, you can Scheming Symmetry for Thousand Year Storm, and then you can just go ridiculously off with Planewide Celebration and, like, looping Gaia's Blessings to eventually, like, gain thousands of life and make thousands of tokens, or just, like, agonizing symphonies. So yeah, that's a deck that we almost played, but I really try to stay away from the Explorer package because it's kind of played out a little bit. Like, it's just so known. It doesn't feel against the odds enough for me. Hey, what's up, the Frubis? How are you? Ikeds, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Maybe we'll try a game with that deck too. It's definitely janky. Like jamming Thousand Year Storm into your green black Explorer deck. Probably not something you should do. Fire Bearscape. Ooh, that sounds sweet. What's this saying? Ooh, we got a Kethis. Yeah, all right. Kethis, Urza's Ruinous Blast. Let's hope we're not playing a Planeswalker matchup. Teferi's not bad. All right, Temple of Silence, Scry, Drown Catacombs, bottom. Fire Bearscape. Ooh, I like it. That's kind of the Loam deck, but with Ayula's influence. That definitely seems sweet. I remember when we did the Loam deck, I remember thinking that maybe going 2 colors with Ayula's influence would be better. That seems like a solid bill of it. Whenever I watch your stream, my MTGA matchups are terrible. Somehow you're behind this. Well, Jay Zoller, my apologies. I didn't mean to give you bad matchups. I did type Agonizing Symphony to Scryfall like some kind of idiot. Oh boy, opponent going to town with the Thought Erasures. Boo and hiss. Boo and his opponent. They're going to take our disinformation campaign, and then we're going to play Kethis, and they're going to bounce Kethis with a Teferi. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I guess we get to disinformation campaign him. Oh, Deckmaster's not on? All right. I will get it running. Tatos for the 20th month. Tatos, we need to talk. I actually have my Vegas trip booked, and I want to make sure that we get a chance to like do dinner or draft or something. So because oh my god, Bolas' Citadel. Because this time I'm actually doing a little more stuff, some of it which is going to be announced soon. I want to make sure that we get to hang out. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you're going to be there, we got to make it happen, Tatos. Cuz I had a lot of fun last time and would love to do it again if you're down. All right, so, we can Kethis, they have Elite Guard Mage, we can Narset, let's just do this, I think. Oath of Kaya, kill the Guard Mage, play the land, pass the turn, hope for no Teferis. All right, yeah, send me or I can send you a message, or you send me a message, but see if we can actually try to figure out a time to do it, since last time I mostly just hung out at the event center, which was awesome. But this time, gonna do the hang out at the event center, but also do some official stuff. Ugh. Should have probably manually tapped here. Because now we have to do it this way, which, I mean, it's fine, but Thought Erasure would have been finer. What is this Teferi? It's on 5. Graveyard, and we'll keep the land. Pick up Disinformation campaign. Play the land. And pass the turn. All right, we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, Kethis is sweet with Oath of Kaya to keep looping and close out the game. I can't remember the last MTGA stream. Was the game always muted? I don't think so. Opponent steals our Mox Amber. Like a jerk. Let's take down Narset. Thought Erasure. Awkward mana. I guess this is a greedy deck. Okay, disinformation campaign. Ugh. Opponent untaps. Ugh. This mana is killing us. Doing good, Well of Chaos. How are you? Doesn't Oath give you black mana? Wait, how would Oath give us black mana? Oh no, Mox Amber only counts legendary creatures and planeswalkers, so Oath doesn't actually help us turn on our Mox Amber, unfortunately. Ooh, Teferi. Well, alright. 1-2. Actually, so lead on Thought Erasure. Target our opponent. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? Oh. Okay. Well, I guess they kind of got us a smidge. Huh. Well, Command the Dreadhorde real magic card. That's unfortunate. Well, take the Teferi. Mill another Thought Erasure. Pick up Disinformation Campaign. Play Teferi. Why do they have this? Oh, it's under... I see. I think we have to bounce Kethis because our opponent can potentially Bolas his Citadel from the graveyard. Plasmic Panic, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. So far, so bad. The biggest issue here is we are hitting the matchup where Ruinous Blast is not great here. My Atraxa is Divine Counters with Meosians. Ooh, that sounds fun. How's the deck feeling? It's feeling okay. I mean, we just started playing it, and our opponent got to go off with Command the Dreadhorde, which isn't great, but yeah, down to 22. Takes up Teferi. Alright, now we gotta think. Kethis, exile. We can Kethis. Okay, I think that's what we do. We play Kethis. We Watery Grave. We exile 2 Teferis. And then we can Oath of Gaia. To get rid of Narset. And, alright, I mean, our opponent doesn't have that much going on here. Pass the turn. We're staying alive. We're staying alive-ish. I've never been to a GP before. Vegas would be a 7-hour... Alright, opponent draws another Narset. Not the most ideal of draws. Ooh, they whiff with other Narset. That's better. Opponent's going to mount their Kethis again. Draws a card. Hell, that's annoying. Opponent goes attacking. Hits us. I mean, Vegas is like one of the biggest GPs. So if you want to go and meet a bunch of people and hang out, If you're going to go to 1 GP a year, that would be the one I would probably recommend. Ugh. All right. So black, white, green. Oh, but we can't draw cards. Ugh. Uh. Oh, this is very obnoxious. Very obnoxious. Alright, so I think we actually, let's thought erasure our opponent. Kethis. Oh no! Huh. Do we tap wrong? I guess we tapped wrong. This has been going all kinds of wrong. Mr. Faraday, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Play Kethis and win, eh? Or play Shalai and win. How does Shalai make us win? We're like getting beaten down. There's a D-Spark. Our opponent's going to town with Planeswalkers. I don't think Shalai makes us win, or even comes close to making us win. Opponent. Takes up, gets it. Well, we could really use a land, and our opponent to have nothing. Well, our opponents run pretty well here. Helldog, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. I mean, just the Urza's Ruinous Blast would go a long way, but I don't think it's going to go a long enough way here. Well, our opponent's just, I mean, the big problem is our opponent, they command the Dreadhorde to draw like 10 Planeswalkers, and there's just not an easy way to come back from that. This mana's brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. So we're dead on board. Flibblethip doesn't even draw us a card because of Narset. Like, it's just a 1/1 that maybe chumps blocks. So we can Kethis. Oh, there's no really good answer. And our opponent gets to bounce our whatever we play. So play Vraska. Vraska. Kill Teferi. Play chump blocking Flibblethip. Pass the turn. Yeah, the mana base is super rough. I will say. I mean, the deck is greedy as all get out. Opponent goes attacking. Well, we will chump to try to stay alive. Drop to 2. Opponent. What do you got? What was your top deck? Another hero. Okay. Well, now we're alive. Just barely. We get to Urza's Ruinous Blast. Kill a bunch of stuff. Opponent gets to draw a card with Elite Guard Mage. We don't get to draw a card, but gain a life. Ugh, these Planeswalkers are ruining everything. We don't get to draw anything because of this silly Narset, but we got to gain the 1 life or we're just straight up dead. We're hanging on through a huge Command the Dreadhorde. Opponent, another Teferi. 1 card left in hand. Picks up both the Gaia, and that's the game. Well, our opponent top decked incredibly well that game. And our mana was super rough. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Well, Alright. Well, what do we do about that? Oh, this mana base. Wait, would have gained life off the Oath of Passive. Yeah, that is true. Well, that was interesting. So what do we have that's good against Planeswalker Tribal? What do you think about the impact of War of the Spark? Now that we're a ways into the future. Like, do you think that the 40 Planeswalker set did that end up being a good thing for Standard / Magic? I think I'm still on the fence to some extent as to whether it's been healthy and good or not. I'm really not sure. Astroblaze, welcome to the Fishbowl. Oh, I'll read your responses in just a minute. We're going to time out sideboarding, like usual. Astroblaze, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Alright, I guess we'll try it like that. Narset Fairy card, War itself was pretty balanced. I think it was cool, something different at least. Definitely something different. Planeswalkers aren't as special now. That's a pretty good counter argument, I think. That it is definitely true that Planeswalkers, they are kind of everywhere. Ugh. Alright, starting off with... Alright, we're going to keep this. We got a Scry land. If we hit blue mana, like 2 Thought Erasures, 2 Discovery Dispersals, pretty good. That seems functional. War was finely tuned. We'll put Oath of Kaya to the bottom. Gosox for the 8th month. 8 months. To answer your question, I think it's been unhealthy because they still aren't predicting efficient Planeswalker removal. Yeah, hopefully the fall set is... heavy on Planeswalker hate, especially with some good Planeswalker hate cards rotating. Come on, 4 mana Planeswalker. Come on, blue mana. We need blue mana. Well, this might be a quick concession here. Opponent got the Mockery. I appreciate that. Yeah, the Elder Spell, it's nice. The problem is you can't really main deck it unless the metagame is in a pretty specific place. Alright, Mox Amber for the Rubbins. It's so close to being a land. I think M20 was a good follow-up, back to some classic Magic feel. M20 was definitely a solid core set, I think. Oh, we don't want a big Teferi replacement. Opponent, Narset. Okay. Finds a Duress. Yeah, alright. Let's call it a match. Well, not the start we were looking for. Oh man, we're so close to getting out of the stupid Platinum tier too, but now we're playing this deck and it's gonna kill us. Our ranking up plan going away. Thanks to 5-color jank pile. Hey Seth, was wondering if you check out my Bond 2 World Shaper deck. Ooh. Let me take a look. Yeah, opponent ran really well, and we ran really poorly. Ugh, and we were continuing to run. How many lands are in this deck? It's a lot. That last game when we mulliganed and couldn't get past 1 land, we even sideboarded in lands. Meeples, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Well, we'll keep it. It's technically a land. Huh, we can't catch a break so far. Golgari lands. Alright, we'll keep playing the Scry lads. Golgari lands, that looks fun. I mean, the combo of Bantu and World Shaper is super sweet. We played that at like a Against the Odds episode that was pretty cool. So I definitely think it's a super fun idea. Oh boy, opponent's getting aggro. Well, I guess Oath of Kaya should be good eventually. Boat it. Lands are a crutch. A necessary crutch. Temple. We really need blue mana, I guess. I think we gotta keep Oath of Kaya. Oath of Kaya, it's not blue mana, but it's so much what we need. Hopefully we have a blue source under it. Alright. Keep them both. Yikes, yikes, yikes. We need to rejoin the fight against the Phyrexians and Mirrodin. Mirrodin would be a cool plane to return to. I mean, we got life gain and removal. We don't have lands. I'm still in my Grixis Pirates gonna miss that deck when rotation happens. So I haven't played Pirates in a while. It is a sweet deck, though. Alright, there's a Chandra to beat us down. Getting in, getting in. I guess it's technically due Phyrexia now. That is true. Opponent. Hits us for a bunch. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Chandra does not die to Oath of Kaya. Alright, alright, alright. Well, let's... Discovery. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, deck is not letting anything be easy. Ugh, we're pretty far behind the Chandra trade. Well, I guess if there's any good news, it's our opponent has, like, literally no lands. So if we can deal with the Chandra, opponent's got nothing going on. Opponent has nothing going on. Wow. Okay. Well, they say Mana Screw beats Mana Flood, and we'll find out. Opponent's on the Flood plan. Speaking of Jake, Seth, where are we playing Chandra Tribal? We need to play Chandra Tribal at some point. We definitely do. Ooh, there's... Well, that was a strong draw for our opponent. Right when we thought they were out of action. Opponent, get in. We need more snow cards. I still think that snow could come to standard at some point. Elementals go away, which pings us. Oh, we might just be too slow. Yeah, down to 10. So play Oath of Kaya. Get rid of the Mayhem Devil. But there's still this Chandra. Guild Globes. Maybe. Guild Globe, I mean, you can bounce it with Teferi, I guess. That's kind of cool. Karn wants to nuke Phyrexia. Hey, what's up, Zaya Fast? How are you? Speaking of... Oh, we already got that question. Yeah, I could see trying Guild Globe, maybe. Opponent. Land. Fanatical Firebrand. Okay, okay, okay. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're dropping to 9. But then Shalai is pretty decent. Opponent. Although they can Heartfire. Maybe it's not decent enough. Gets it. Hits us. Down to 9. There are Teveris in the deck, but we're not Crimin. We're a Kethis deck. It just happens to have Teveris. All right, opponent. Going with their Wombo combo, equipping stuff up. And not looking great. Down to 8. Chandra flashing back Heartfire kills Shalai. Down to 7. And this just keeps happening. Yikes. As a modern question, Seth, what does the format... Oh, Kamal's dramatic vow. So what possible outs do we have? We play Shalai, they Heartfire us. Sacking this. Hit us. Teferi... Bounce, draw... I guess that Heartfire is going to kill us anyway. Alright, this is all we can do. Yeah, Vow is literally the worst card we can draw. Modern question, what does a format need reprints of? The fetch lands or new lands that are competitive? I don't know how you can make lands in Modern that are going to be better than fetch lands and shock lands. I mean, I guess you could technically upgrade shock lands with something similar to, like, the original Alpha Beta dual lands, but... Well, they just Heartfired the Shalai. But... Yeah, I think that fetch lands are unlikely to be topped, so I think reprinting fetch lands is kind of the only option. Dreadhorde Butcher. 1, 2, 3. Huh. Opponent gets in. Hits us. Yeah, Kambal's Dreadic Vow is literally the worst. Your Bolas' Citadel Storm deck tech was sweet. Any chance we see that on stream? We might be able to give it a shot. So... We play this. Kill Chandra. Okay, play this. Kill Chandra. Finally. This is probably the best I've ever seen a 3-mana Chandra be. It dealt like 18 damage or something. Land untapped. Bounce Butcher. One, two. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, okay. Interesting. Alright. I think that was a misplay by our opponent, or we would be dead. Farazaz, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. We're still alive. Our opponent messed up. I mean, if they just bounce Butcher, replay it, hit us for 1, hit us for 2, sack it for 3, sack it for 1, that adds up to 6. Farazaz, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer. Well, we need to draw. We need to draw. We need to draw, and we need it now. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, our opponent is definitely dead right there. Yeah, the heat is definitely brutal. I feel your pain, Bailey Gaming. Well, Narset. I guess we could hit another Oath of Kaya. Could keep us alive, maybe. Come on, Narset. Alright. That's a Mox Saber. Ooh, so far a little rough. Our opponent putting along in still. Man, we have had some really rough running so far with this deck. We've mulligan, Kev One-landers. I think we're due for just a decent hand one of these times. My friend is trying to kick his Tron habit. I was wondering if you could take a look at the deck I built him. Yeah, I'd love to take a look. Ooh, Budget Ninjas, eh? That looks sweet. I like it. I like the Mausoleum Wanderer Judge's Familiar one-drop plan, but I see a lot of other people playing Fairy Seer plan. That looks sweet. I like it. Yeah, so sideboard wise, Lyra in. Legion's End, I guess, in. Maybe Sorin? Is Sorin worth it? Sorin, it gains us life, technically. Noxious Grasp, no. Cry of the Carnarium seems good. I think we're going to have to cut Kamal's Druidic Vow. That's better in more grindy, slow matchups. Go down the Narset. Narset's not very helpful. Go down... Maybe Yawgmoth's Vile Offering? Maybe something like this? Hey Seth, would you ever play a blue-white blink bounce deck with semi new cards like Ephemera and Soul Herder? Yeah, I love bounce style decks, so I could definitely see playing that at some point. How come if your opponent is playing good, you don't give them credit for that? You always say they ran well. I don't feel like it's very good sportsmanship. Alright, the tradition continues. Three games in a row. I never really thought about that, the Mars card. I didn't realize I never said opponents played well. I mean, if I feel like our opponent his top deck well, I say that sometimes, but I never really realized that. Is this a good hand? It's kind of a good hand. I guess we gotta put a land to the bottom, which makes me really scared. It makes me really scared that we're gonna get stuck on mana. I guess it's gotta be Hallowed Fountain. So we can cry. Alright. Well, we'll give it a go. It's better than our last hands, that's for sure. Yeah, we need the double black for Cry of the Carnarium. Oh, well, thank you, everyone. No, I definitely, I appreciate the feedback because I definitely want to grow and improve. So if I am doing that, I wanna get the feedback so I can consider it. So I definitely appreciate the feedback, although I'll have to think about it. All right, let's. Glacial Fortress and Flibblethip. Losing that cry is painful. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, lands please. Hey, what's up, Booze Boru? How are you today? Opponent. Hey, what's up, Zelfest? Hey, Aliwafu! How are you? Mask of Immolation. Okay, that's a land. So, Templeless Islands. Now we kind of want green mana. Well, it's the slowest green mana in the West, but pass the turn. Ooh, we have really good cards in hand, but are they going to be enough? Man, this deck can be slow. It is green mana. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to play Vraska next turn, but technically it counts. Old Wolf, for the 18th month, your sub is old enough to drink now. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. Oh, this is I Heart Jank, one of the Goldfish shirts. I Heart Jank shirt. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for our re-subscriber. Opponent, combat. Butchers us. Doubted IT grows a butcher. Well, we know we're playing a tap land. Opponent plays a land. Alright, I mean, next turn we can play a Lyra. I expect our opponent's going to be able to kill it, which is not exciting, but... gets in, hits us. Grows the Butcher. We're down to 17. Opponent. What do you got? Lazav would be interesting. Could Chromatic Lantern be a good idea for this deck? Another Mask of Immolation. Coco's Obrus. Chromatic Lantern, maybe... It's not really legendary. It would help with the mana, I guess. But we have a lot of 3-drops as it is. Coco's Obrus, welcome you to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your... There's our untapped green mana. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Oh, I do not know what to do here. I feel like if we just run out Lyra, it's going to die. Maybe we have to Vraska kill Butcher? Yeah, I think we do that. Vraska. Yeah, I think we're going to do it this way. Vraska, kill Butcher. Butcher seems like one of the easiest ways for our opponent. Like, sack Butcher. They actually kill Lyra on board just by sacking everything, so I think we have to do this. Oh, Urza's Ruinous Blast would be great, but we got to get to a position where we have a legendary on the battlefield and enough mana to cast it. So that's the sticking point at the moment. But if we do get to that point, it should win us the game. Now, land go. Urza's to get past Butcher, kill the mass. Yeah, we gotta have it's a legendary sorcery, so we gotta have a legendary creature planeswalker to cast it. Hey guys, there may be a Pauper Pro player. Wait, may be there any Pauper Pro player and maybe introduce me to the format overall, maybe help me choose my first deck or so. Well, CBD fight, I'm definitely not a Pauper Pro player, but I play a little Pauper now and then. There's actually a playing Pauper that is going up tonight. So if you're a Pauper fan, keep an eye out for... Ooh. God Eternal Bantu. That's a little scary. Opponent's going to refuel, draw a bunch of cards. Wow. So far, so bad for this deck. It has been severely rough. Opponent, literal new hand. Well, Lyra and Prey. Opponent's only got 3 lands. Can they kill it? We'll find out. Pass the turn. So yeah, right now Pauper's in a weird place because of some changes. It's kind of, there was bannings and then Modern Horizons, so Pauper is still kind of finding its footing, I would say. Opponent duresses, takes whatever. Urza's Ruinous Blast. And then kills Lyra. Daravel. Well, Lyra's not dead. That's good. We are going to have nothing, though, and our opponent's going to have 5 cards in hand and a Bantu. So, Goodson hits us. Have people got used to the new schedule? Not completely. A little bit. I think people are starting to. But not all the way yet. Well, that's 1, 2. I think we have to... This is kind of interesting. We could Dispersal to make our opponent pick up Bantu. I wonder if that's better. Well, we're killing Daravel, whatever. That's for sure. Davriel. I want to draw cards. But it's probably correct to Dispersal. We probably have to. Like, we could hit this, try to hit like a Teferi to bounce it. I don't know what else we'd be looking for. Yeah, alright, pass the turn. Opponent untaps. I do mispronounce things a little. That has been known to happen. So yeah, Pauper's in a weird place because of Arcum's Astrolab in specific. But if you're looking for a first... So it makes it hard to be like, oh, pick this up as your first deck. Because everything is so much in flux. Elves is a deck that's been around for a while. Bird is a deck that's been around for a while. The new Astrolab decks, they've kind of been up and down. So it's hard to... Well, yeah, we got to do it. It's hard to know for sure which of them will stick around over the long term. So I'd hate to be like, oh, buy this deck and then have it for whatever reason be unplayable in a few months. I guess if you want to go that direction, Tron is a good one. Tron was good before Astrolab, and it's even better with Astrolab. So that seems like a good one. Furrow the Beard for the 26th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Come on, Top Deck. Come on, Top Deck. You know, Flibbleflip is at least a redraw. Flibbleflip. Into something good. Alright, Temple of Malady. Not that great. But it does scry, so that's better than nothing. Get rid of the Hallowed Fountain. Well, attack with Lyra. We're probably going to lose to this Badu if our opponent just sacks everything. Kills this. Ugh. Yeah, I think we're getting Bantu combo killed. Go to combat. Get in with Lyra. Hit our opponent. And... Oh, I missed your message. I'm so sorry, Coco's Homebrews. Oh, my apologies. Let me see if I can find it. Coco's Homebrews, hopefully I got your sub shout out at least. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. For the 1 year resub, 1 year, is the white splash actually worth it, or am I being silly? Well, let me take a look. Put it. And then, well, we're gonna chump block. Yup. Undead Angels. Oh boy. That is an ambitious splash. What Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's definitely fun. Is it the most competitive way to do it? My guess would be probably not, but it definitely is a spicy way to do it. Yeah, opponent has a way to kill Lyra. Man, we've just been... Opponent has drawn 10 more cards than us. Yeah, they're going to kill Lyra, though. And look at this. Opponent has a 5/6 menace, 7 cards in hand. We have nothing and no cards in hand. So I'm not sure what we're working towards. Man, I guess we should probably just be manually tapping. Like, if we draw Teferi, we can't play it. Alright, Temple of Malady. Alright, pass the turn. We kind of have more life, but life is probably the worst metric to judge Magic games by. Oh yeah, we're super in trouble. Huh. Well, I'm not sure what to think about this deck. I'm not sure if the deck is bad or if we've just, like, had some really rough draws so far. If I was home, I would see if you had to look at my Legacy Stasis deck. Got a local Legacy tournament coming up. I bring it to you. That sounds awesome, Gormsey. We have definitely run really bad. We've mulliganed, I think, every game and kept multiple one-landers. So it's hard to put too much stock into what we've seen so far just because of that. Yeah, alright. And, well, let's give it another shot. I kind of want to see what this deck can do if we just get not even a good hand, just even an average hand. I think it would be interesting to see what the deck could do if we don't have the just horrible hand for once. Oh, let me see, Jace the Fate Sealer. Finally get to make the stream. Love the content. Oh, welcome, Downrange Spy. Yeah, we'll play first. Alright. I mean, compared to one land, don't get to play Magic, I think this is a better option. 5-color Super Friends, eh? Definitely got a lot of sweet Planeswalkers, and can hopefully play them pretty quickly with the ramp. Definitely looks really fun. I think, yeah, it definitely looks sweet. I wonder... It's hard to get a sense of how much interaction is in the deck. Like, all of the Planeswalker static abilities and so forth kind of add up. It's a little bit jarring to not have any removal or anything, any way to interact, but maybe the Planeswalkers are enough on its own to do it. Newt Jedi, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. Hey, what's up, Goblin Waltz? Good to see you tonight. Well, let's see how it goes with this hand. This is at least a relatively fun... At least we cast our spells with this hand, which feels like a pretty big step up for our deck. Just to maybe be able to cast stuff on time. Pass the turn. Although the mana is a little rough. Opponent passes. Well, go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Yeah, let's scry first. Temple of Malady to the bottom. Discovery Dispersal. And mill the land. Keep Discovery. Pass the turn. I've been brewing up a Jeskai Feather list based around blinking permanents for a bit now. Love to hear your opinion. Ooh, let me see, Darks. Jeskai Blink Thief. Ooh, some Agent of Treachery with Feather. Opponent's got a Risen Reef. Play Teferi. Sadly, bounce Risen Reef. Draw more Scry lands. Play Temple. Alright, Vraska, that's something. Go attacking. That's definitely, that's an interesting idea. Blinking Agent of Treachery repeatedly sounds super sweet. Opponent, boy, so many 3-mana Chandras tonight. Targon, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Opponent gets in. Killing Teferi. They also have a huge handful of cards hitting us. Sure. Yup. Goes away. I'll play Vraska. Kill Chandra. The good news about this is because of Kethis, we're eventually going to be able to replay our Planeswalkers from the graveyard, which is helpful. Seth, how fast do you think Gush power level draw would be banned in Standard if it were to come this fall? I mean, I don't think it would ever be printed to begin with, but if it was, it would be banned super quickly. Like, Gush, the power level of Gush is way above pretty much anything else going in Standard, I think. Hey, Seth, just want to remind you are awesome. I always enjoy your upbeat commentary when I watch your videos. I just happened to be here live today. Well, thank you, Thanos. I appreciate the kind words. It really does. That does mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. I like Rona better than Disinformation Campaign, especially without Thought Erasure, which seems to impede us. We do have Thought Erasure, but it still could be that... it would be better to go the other direction. Well, Disinformation Campaign into a land. Watch our opponent have, like, big Chandra. Play... Let's sack Flibblethip. Draw a card, gain a life. And run out Kethis. Alright, pass the turn. We're trying. We're fighting and clawing. What do you think about Khan's Expanded Cube? Will we play it on stream? I haven't actually tried Khan's Expanded Cube yet, but it seems like a fun idea. In general, I enjoy Cube, so that part of it seems sweet. Just like, I like Cube Draft, so definitely might be worth trying. I don't know about doing it on stream. Normally, people have not, in general, wanted limited streams. We do exceptions for set releases, but it's not impossible, so we'll have to see. If it's something you really want to see, let me know, and I'm open to it. Oh, I like the way my hair is tied back today, too. Thank you, Brogdon. Hey, Seth, how are you today? I have a question about deck choice. I'm going to Richmond Open with some friends for the main event. Have several choices of decks, Elves, Burn, Merfolk, both versions of Spirits. In fact, Ponza, Counter Bird deck. What are your thoughts? Boy, that is a lot of options. So, opponent, ooh. Oh, Risen Reef. Doing Risen Reefy things. Geez, that is definitely a lot of options. I think it'll be easier to try to figure it out after the Pro Tour this weekend. I'm expecting Hogak. Based on all we've heard, Hogak is likely going to be the most played deck at the Pro Tour. We'll see how it does as far as performance. So, based on what we know right now, I would go with whatever you think has the best chance of beating Hogak. Wow, opponent going off Neoform in their elemental stack. Interesting. Huh. Sacks a 1-drop. You're going to get a lot of Trailblazers. Isaro, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber, Thunderkin Awakener, which can get back another elemental. All right, that's interesting. Opponent attacks. Why did they... Huh. Why did they not get back at elemental? Okay. Well, come on! Thought Erasure. We really want Urza's Ruinous Blast. That is by far the best card we can find here. All right, in the graveyard, what do we have? 2 things. All right, let's look for Urza's Ruinous Blast. That is our easiest, like, I win card. So, Discovery. Well, 2 more lands going to the graveyard. Mox Amber. Well, okay. Thought Erasure our opponent. Take Chandra. Milnarsat. Mox Amber. Exile. Flibblethip and Narsat. I mean, we're kind of doing cool-ish things. Replay Vraska. Kill Thunderkin Awakener. Play a Taplad. No attacks. I don't know if it's enough. That was a sweet turn, though. Hey, Seth, I genuinely believe your sincerity and positivity. You have some of the best sportsmanship and friendly attitude. It is difficult to be on screen and get frustrated when the game isn't going your way. Well, thank you so much, Mega Vega. Oh boy. All right, that was a good draw. Wow. I think this is the Planeswalker I lose to most in Standard. Hey, Seth, just got back. What do you think is the best guild battle deck? Are the lists up anywhere, Green Mage MTG? I haven't actually seen the deck list. Like, I know what they are. I know there's one for each guild, but I haven't actually seen actual lists for them. I haven't been able to find them. I just realized Desecrated Tomb has a little synergy with Kethis. Ooh, you're right. That is pretty sweet. Attitude almost as pleasant as the beard. And both attitude and beard better than Pleasant Kenobi, so. Living Twister, triggers. Well, come on! Urza's Ruinous Blast to save the day, mostly. Opponent draws a card. Risen Reef is busted. Opponent, you can look at them on Arena. Oh, can you actually see them? Oh, I didn't know you could actually see them. Well, I will have to look at them. Opponent passes. Alright, so that's nothingness. Well, let's start with Disinformation Campaign. We really want to ruin his blast. Green. Oh, I see. Alright, let's... I actually think tapping out Arita is harder and clunkier than Magic Online. When you have to manually tap, it's still not very fun. So Disinformation Campaign. Come on, Ruinous Blast! One time, for the love of God. Okay. Well, Discovery lets us go digging. for Ruinous Blast. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, Milfibblethip. Ruinous Blast. Pick it up, pick it up. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, oh, yes. That's what we needed. Hinterland Harbor. Urza's Ruinous Blast. Get out of here, Elementals. Now the deck feels pretty sweet. Opponent does get to keep an annoying land. But go to combat. Hit Nissa. Down to 3. Sack Mox Amber. Draw a card, gain a life. And pass the turn. We're doing it. We're doing it. Herblitz, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscribers. So opponent still has a Nissa. They still got 2 cards. They still got a lot of mana. But we dealt with the media problems. And we still have Kethis going. If our opponent kills our stuff. Opponent. Land. Have you considered Wrath Compassion for this deck? Wrath could be sweet. Probably is like another maybe 2 of or something. There's a lot of legendary options. There is definitely a lot of options. And Wrath is another interesting one. Especially for like control matchups. Do I own Goldfish or is it a split? I am the content manager. Yeah, basically, Grim. I'm the content manager at Goldfish. Richard is the founder and owner of Goldfish. I'm just the content guy who gets to hang out with you all the time, which is awesome. Like I have a super awesome job. I guess I'm kind of your boss, Grim. I've never actually really thought of that. I maybe that's technically true. I think of us more like a family. But really though, Goldfish has never felt jobby to me. Like Richard is my boss technically, but it's always felt like we were friends more so than other bosses I've had in the past. Alright, so now what's our plan? They still have this Nissa. Ruinous Blast looking a little worse. What can we get back with Kethis? Alright, this is where Kethis should... So we can exile, like, Vraska, Ruinous Blast. Oh, this is... Okay, this seems sweet. So Kethis. Yes, please. Exile Vraska, exile Ruinous Blast. So now we get to Teferi. 2 mana. Bounce a land, draw a card. Oh, this is where the deck feels sweet. Our deck is doing things now. What's up, Fabby? How are you? Yeah, we're friends. Friends, right? And now I think we're doing it. Like, now we're the one with a handful of cards stabilizing the board. Kethis showing off its power. Moxamber returns. Flibblethip might as well. Into a land. Disinformation campaign. Get rid of that land. Teferi. Yes. Number 2. Keep the new one. Oh, man. Kethis is sweet. Kethis is sweet. We had some rough running in our first 2 games, but Kethis is super sweet now. Play the land. Hit Nissa. Wait. This website estimator says that Goldfish is worth $66 million. I know that's not true, but I wish it was for you and Richard. Well, that would be pretty impressive. Good lord. That's a lot of money. Vraska can only kill non-lands, unfortunately. The way it's worded, it doesn't actually work. So we had to go the Teferi route. But remember, we don't really mind our stuff dying because Kethis can return them. So like looping our stuff that way is actually kind of a positive. That's some of the sweet synergies with the deck. Like we can Vraska, sack Moxamber, get it back, etc., etc. Like block with Flibblethip, sure, why not? Because we're going to get it back anyway because we got Kethis, and Kethis is awesome. Oh, is Crim not a mod? Oh boy, Crim should be a mod. I guess Crim is not the right name. Opponent passes. Okay. That's a card. That is a card. Attack Nissa. We gonna do a little chumping? A little chumpy chump? Pote it. Mod Crim. Pote it. Chumps. I mean, I appreciate our opponents sticking it out, I guess. I probably would have scooped a few turns ago. So play Shalai. Play Vraska. Sack Moxabber. Draw a card, gain some life. And what's in the graveyard? Oh, can we get a Risen Reef? Where's the Risen Reef? Oh, we exiled it. Well, play a land. Alright, let's just draw step, Thought Erasure. That's fine. Draw step, Thought Erasure you. Take the shock. Othakaya. Sure, we'll keep it. Pass the turn. Oh boy. Yeah, we're doing Crim tricks. The draw step to fairy Thought Erasure. That's a Crim line. My bad, I was thinking Vraska. Relic Seeker says destroy target creature. Yeah, Relic Seeker would get it done. And it might be that we could play some different legends in this deck. Well, I feel like this one is well in hand. We've got, oh yeah, opponent scoops it up. And that was an actual legitimately good performance for our deck. That was pretty sweet. That was good. That was good. We might try this this second build in the future. Or just add some cards to this build. Crim's a Gruul player now. Is the Gruul deck somehow splashing to Fairy? So I was looking this up for a while. I couldn't find anything. I was testing Sky Knight Vanguard with Calamity on Arena. The token that came in did not trigger Calamity. Is that how it's supposed to work? Or should I put in a bug ticket? That is correct, Drop Cat. So Calamity triggers when a creature attacks. And the token of Sky Knight Vanguard comes into play already attacking, so it won't actually trigger Calamity. It obviously will the following turn, once it's already on the battlefield, but yeah, the turn the token comes into play, that is correct that it doesn't actually... Profane Procession. That is correct that it doesn't actually work. Alright, bring in some more removal. I really want to go off with Cabal's Druidic Vow at some point, but I'm not sure it's ever actually going to happen. Narset doesn't actually stop our opponent's card draw. Risen Reef, don't care about no Narset. Yeah, maybe something like that. Seems fine. This deck is a bad deck to learn off of. It's complex as hell. That is very true. It is not an easy deck. Hey, thank you for the host, Doubled. Definitely appreciate it. I laughed so hard when my Crim Modern Teferi question got answered on Fishmail. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Gruul plays Demons and Teferi. Oh, that sounds like a Crim version of Gruul. Did Show win fandom event, making it third Esper trophy in 3 weeks? Esper Hero's a good deck. It still might be the top deck, even with changes. Although, rotation's coming. The countdown is on now. We're like 2 months, basically, from rotation. So, not long at all. And we will be getting brand new standard. And Throne of Eldraine looks insane. The more art I see, the more excited I get for this set. Ugh. What's my favorite card of all time? That's tough. It's either Panormonicon or Blood Moon. Those are those are 1 and 2. It depends on the format. I think Panharmonicon was my favorite standard card of all time. Blood Moon, favorite modern card of all time. And they're pretty much an equal running. Yarok's sweet, but you can't beat the OG Panharmonicon. That's just as sweet as Yarok is. And we need to play some more Yarok at some point. Maybe we build... People have been saying Yarok Mirror Match. That would be fun. I also think that Yarok Scapeshift would be funny. I think we could play a deck similar to what we played on Against the Odds, and... Yeah, let's do it. I think we can play a deck similar to what we played on Against the Odds, but Scapeshift into a million zombies with Yarok, and that would be pretty sweet. Nisa Meow Meow, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. All right, we'll keep Vraska. That does kill a thing, hopefully. Salt Ice Scapeshift is new stuff to beat Bant Scapeshift. It could actually work. I think it could. I would be so down for more Yarok. Well, maybe we'll do some more Yaroking. I do love me some Panharmonicon. All right, Mr. Creeps. Huh. Yeah, that's some damage. I guess next turn, this mana base is brutal. Either lands come into play tapped, or we have to shock ourselves. There's no easy mana here. Yark is playing with Yarok Scapeshift at the moment, similar to your Against Odds deck. Oh, that's actually pretty funny, because I was literally just thinking about that today. I actually, started to build that deck. Oh, we can't do that. I started to build that deck before the stream tonight. I ended up not doing it, but I guess great minds think alike, as they say. I'm absolutely destroying the Mythic ladder with Yarok, Field of the Dead, no Scapeshift, just Fairish Magic. Yeah, Yarok with Field of the Dead is awesome. That was one of the synergies in the Against the Odds deck, and it's very strong. Yarok balances with Panharmonicon. It's weak because it's a creature, yet it hits all permanents as opposed to creatures. And the body's actually better than you'd think. Sometimes you just run into aggro, and being a 3/5 lifelink is the most important part of Yarok. That's actually a legit upside. Oh, this mana. Esper decks are viable now. Do you think the new Jelly Bean will be made into a decent commander? Well, speaking of commanders. Oh, Richard, we did Commander Clash today, and Richard was the Omnath player, and it looked pretty legit. Alright, to the bottom. So Chandra's incoming, another Trailblazer. Oh, how do we get through this? Yeah, I think we're just getting elementaled here. We need to find Cry of the Critérium. If we hit Cry of the Critérium, we got Sub-Hope, but we gotta hit it really fast. Yeah, who would have thought Richard playing Tribal Commander? It's a Teferi. It's not a Teferi deck, but there are Teferis in the deck. Yeah, I mean, the main reason you play Yarok is the Panharmonicon ability. But in certain matchups, the body is an upside. Against aggro, I think Yarok is better than Panharmonicon just because a lifelink really swings those matchups. I definitely remember playing Panharmonicon against aggro, and it's so hard to be okay, 4 mana, I do nothing, please don't kill me. But Yarok, you get to get your Panharmonicon down, while also putting a surprisingly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. While also putting a surprisingly relevant body on the battlefield. Well, we're going to fight the good fight, but I don't think it's going to get there. Opponent's got the aggro draw. Yeah, that Mox is in the deck. There's a couple of copies floating around. There's Chandra. Aren't they one short? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we take 8 down to 2. But they probably kill Vraska, so Ruinous Blast is offline. And then, even if we draw Cry of the Carnarium, we lose to Chandra. And Leaf can survive. So I think we're dead if they hit Vraska. But they almost didn't. Ooh, they did. And now I think we're out outs. Down to 3. Land. A mana short from Kethis plus Ruinous Blast. Kethis, 1, 2, 3. Shalai, Shock, Die. Yeah. Alright. Alright. They got us that time. Yeah, that's the downside. Urza's Ruinous Blast would be busted if you didn't need to have a legend in play. Maybe we bring in Legion's End. Our opponent did seem to be playing a lot of cheap creatures. The Creeping Trailblazers. It is a good answer there. Cry of the Carnarium. I feel like we got a lot of good pieces for this matchup. It's still, probably gotta, man, we've done a lot of cutting of Kamal's Heretic Vow, even though it's a really sweet card. Yeah, we've played against a lot of 3-man Chandra tonight. Seems like every deck has been playing it. Hey, what's up, Rolioli? How are you? I still play the beep out of my Infinite Panharmonicon deck during that standard. Yeah, Panharmonicon was so fun. It was so fun in standard. Well, alright. We got lots of tap lands, but this hand seems pretty strong. At least it hopefully can keep us alive. A little life gain, a little disruption. Yup, I got my own profanity filter. Oh my god. Have you ever heard of Curse-Free TV? I think I've talked before about how, I don't think we want this. I think I talked before about how my parents were not fans of TV when I was growing up. And then eventually they got TV, but they couldn't deal with the swearing. So they got they got this device called Curse-Free TV, which it would like edit out the swear words and put like goofy subtitles instead of the swear words. I don't know. I guess my self-censorship made me think of that. Let's thought eraser. Big Chandra, Omnath. Ooh. I'll take Omnath. So next turn, okay, we'll keep Discovery. Play Watery Grave. Pass the turn. Well, we're not in the worst of shape. Not in the worst of shape. They call it TV Guardian? Okay. That's probably the same thing. Do you use profanity off stream? Never heard you swear before. A little, but not super frequently. I used to use a lot of profanity at one point. But at this point, I don't too much, even outside of the stream. So let's see, I mean, Thought Erasure, Discovery, Dispersal. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can't Chandra yet. Yeah, Thought Erasure. Take Shifting Ceratops. Milflibblethip. Land. Discovery Dispersal. Ugh. We need to get rid of this Chandra at some point. That's next on our list. Legion's End down. So next turn we Oath of Kaya, kill Llanowar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Yeah, keep the land. Pass the turn. Swearing is the best impact when it's used as an exclamation point, not a comma. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. That makes sense. Too much swearing does kind of sometimes lessen the impact. And then when you don't swear much, when you do swear, people really take notice. You really get, oh. Huh. Alright. So that means Chandra is incoming. And we can't stop it. So I guess, this isn't great. Yeah, we might be getting Chandra'd. Maybe we should have taken the Chandra earlier. Disinformation campaign. Temple of Malady. Yeah, they might have got us here. Pass the turn. Yeah, we don't have the mana. I mean, we could have killed Leafkin and not done anything else, but then our opponent still gets to play Chandra. Because they have land Chandra in hand. When did my first epic end with this spicy homebrew? Lost all the games like a boss. Well, that's a good way to start out, I would say. Oh, opponent does not. Instead, they just go aggro. I mean, that is still an absurd amount of damage, and we're still losing. Okay. That is a pretty good draw. That is a very good draw. Whoa. Okay. Well, look out. And the Chandra's going to get stranded. Oh, my goodness. Cry of the Cranarium. Oh, wow. What a draw. Oath of Kaya. Whoo! Oh, we're back in it. We're back in it. Yeah, that was our best draw. Oh, boy, that was good. What do you got, opponent? Just a Llanowar Elves. Opponent passes. I'll play Teferi. Bounce Llanowar Elves. Oh, opponent almost had us. They almost had us, but we're back in it. Play Kethis. Moxabber. Pass the turn. Opponent. Yeah, we can disinformation campaign next turn to maybe get rid of the Chandra forever. What legends do we have in our graveyard? Flibblethip, and that's it. So not many. Opponent, tap land. If they play the Chandra, we get it with disinformation campaign. Or if they play the Llanowar, we get it with disinformation campaign. And if they don't play the Llanowar, they're not guaranteed to be able to cast Chandra anyway. Opponent passes. Whew. Keeps getting better. Keeps getting better. Take it up. Well, let's Discovery. Mill 2 lands. Draw Kethis. Pick up Disinformation Campaign. Replay Disinformation Campaign. Our turn to get lucky and run good. Yes, 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 yes. Pick him up, put him down. Go attacking. Yeah, arena gets laggy sometimes. That's kind of just a arena thing. Sometimes arena gets a little laggy. Opponent kills our Kethis, but we got another one. That's fine. We take up our Teferi. We Kethis. We Vraska. We take up Vraska. We sack Oath of Kaya. Draw a card, game of life. We play Flibblethip. draw a card, pass the turn, and this is where we want to be, opponent. Yeah, we got lucky. I mean, I think we were gonna be okay anyway, but the draws, where we got really lucky was drawing that Cry of the Crenarium, or we would have been super dead. That was a really fortunate draw. Opponent passes. Another Teferi. Well, Teferi. Actually, we should attack first. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Down to 13. Teferi. Bounce Flibblethip. Play a land. Untapped. Play Flibblethip. Draw a card. Play Teferi. Take up Teferi. Do they? Okay. Destroy up to one. Okay, let's just do this. Yoink. Thank you. Thank you for the Chandra. Emblem you. Take up Vraska. Sack Flibblethip. And, yeah, pass the turn. That was a good turn. The emblem's out. And I think that does it. Opponent. Yeah, we could have draw step discard, but Chandra's decent. Chandra's pretty decent here. And I don't know how our opponent gets out of this. That was pretty good. Before the last month, I had never heard Yoink use an expression. Me either, actually. Oh, opponent's given up. And scoops it up, and we're back on the winning track. All right. Back on the winning track with Kethis, or on the winning track. That was pretty sweet. That was pretty sweet. So, should we make any changes or updates to the deck before we go into the second half of our stream? Any changes, any updates? Or should we play, someone sent this build of Kethis, which is less crazy. This is just like Abzan Kethis with lots of planeswalkers, Shalais, Massacre Girl Sweet Tulsimer. So what do you want to do for the second half of the stream? That is the question. Update this deck and keep playing it? Try a different build? Well, we're going to stay at standard for tonight instead of switching clients, but okay, now you have to see the guild battle decks. Where do I see these decks? Oh, you just go in here? Inspect event decks. All right, quick guild deck review. So this event is starting on Sunday, and it can win you some XP. Actually, before we do this, I'm gonna restart Arena and give a quick shout out to the sponsor of our stream tonight, which is Card Kingdom. And if you need any new sweet Core Set 2020 cards, you can grab them over at our sponsor, cardkingdom.com. So thank you to them for supporting the show, and Arena is hopefully going to load quick and easy, not give us any problems. Hopefully restarting it will get rid of the lagginess, which, that happens sometimes. Yeah, Arena, it's got the memory leak or whatever. Oh, they had their big conference call for their, oh no. Arena, why? It's doing like the loading. This may take several minutes. Ugh. Arena. I just updated it earlier today. They did the whole update thing. Alright, I guess we'll see how long this takes. And then we will take, so what are we doing after this? We're looking quickly at the guild decks for the weekend tournament. And then what are we playing for the rest of the stream? Well, we're not playing Modern tonight. We will do definitely more Modern streams in the future, but next week. But we're not going to switch over to Modern halfway through. Both card, you get some legendary artifacts, maybe sideboard too. So, all right, guild battle decks. Golgari, this deck looks, boy, it's got a lot of one-ofs, doesn't it? Are these just oh, these are like intro decks. Okay, Golgari. Wow, look at that 3-drops pile. Not the most impressive curve I've ever seen. Okay, Simic Combine. Well, that's that 2-drop pile. Who built the curve of these decks? Man, so many one-ofs. So I guess you would grade these mostly like limited decks, more or less. The way they look, where you have at the most like one of a rare or mythic, a couple of certain uncommons and commons, but mostly all one-ofs. Oh boy. Which is the best is a tough question. I think Demir is probably the one I would enjoy playing most. That just fits my play style. Um, Izzet, you get Nib Mizzet, which can be pretty unbeatable. Orzhov, lacking high top end power, I guess, but has some good mid range threats. Like Bell Hunt's very strong, Sarah for the Scales, and you get a Wrath. Azorius, okay, kind of a flyer tempo-y controlling deck. Huh, man. I do not know Green Mage MTG. And a quick glance, I would probably say one of the aggro decks will probably do well. Usually when people are playing a bunch of one-ofs, playing replaceable efficient threats is often a good way to go. So even just like having 3 Bannerets and 3 Healer Hawks that you can pump. So I think as far as being competitive, I would probably be looking at one of the more aggressive decks. I don't like the curve on this one. The curve is super clunky. So yeah, I guess that would be my advice. All right, so let's get back to doing some Plague. I missed the first deck. What did you think of that one? Oh, the Golgari deck. It's probably fun. I think Golgari was one of the worst limited archetypes during Guilds of Ravnica, if I remember right. So I would guess that it's probably like medium power level. I think the problem is you gotta have like the payoffs and the support cards. Maybe there's enough to make it work in this deck. I mean, it's probably fine, but I think there's a risk that you spend a bunch of time filling your graveyard for no real good payoff. The Rakdos curve is really weird. All right, so I guess let's run another match with this right now for the time being until we've. Oh, you want to see the Bolas' Citadel deck? It's so bad though. I thought they were getting rid of the huge updates, but come on, Seth, we were talking about it. Let's play Yarok. Oh, we could play Yarok. We could jump it. Well, let's do this match, and then maybe we'll squeeze in a Yarok match. Maybe we'll play a match. I kind of want to do a whole Yarok stream at some point, but we could play the Yarok against the odds deck, and then give Raph a shot. Yeah, could do that if we play more with this deck. And then people also wanted to see the Citadel deck. The Citadel deck's janky. Maybe we'll just jump around and do a couple matches here or there. Hey, what's up, Citadel? Good to have you. Welcome. Yes, this is a perfect place for talking. We'll jump around. We'll jump around for the second half of the stream. We'll try to do a couple Yarok matches and also try to do a couple Citadel matches. That'll be our plan. But we'll have to. I still do plan on doing a full Yarok stream because Yarok is sweet enough to do a full stream at some point. Ooh, opponent's hand's not that great. Let's take Teferi. Mill Ruinous Blast. Play Drowned Catacombs. And now we get to start grinding them with disinformation campaigns. We're kind of in good shape. You are kind of defined by Panharmonicon and Yarok by proxy. That is true. Panharmonicons and Blood Moons. That's kind of what I'm known for. So what are y'all expected for the Pro Tour tomorrow? What are you expecting? Yeah, wow, so many flipple thips. Any updates to Thousand Year Storm? Actually, the Citadel deck that people wanted to see too, it actually has Thousand Year Storm in it, hilariously. Alright. Disinformation campaign, get rid of Othakaya, land, Flibblethip, draw a card. Alright, pass the turn. Opponents discarded a bunch of cards, but they can dig. Ooh, Narset. Alright. Narset's good. Opponent, Narset, digs, add. Oh, we're gonna try a game of it after this match, and I'll stick it in the chat. Opponent gets in, hits us, no blocks. 15 and passes. Ugh. Yeah, I think we gotta Shalai, even though it means letting this Narset live another turn. But otherwise we get Thought Erasured. Oh, don't worry, Draconis, don't worry. It's really janky. It's not a 1,000-Year Storm deck. It's a janky Bolas' Citadel deck that also has a couple 1,000-Year Storms. Another Bellhaunt for our opponent. Well, yeah, let's go Oathakaya. Another green source lets us Heretic Vow, which would be sweet. Well, we'll block. Temple, Scry. Alright, we'll keep it. Pass the turn. I don't know. Not the best position. Vote it. Humans will win. Open deck list makes humans a strong favorite. I mean, I guess knowing what to name with your meddling mage is pretty sweet. Vote it. Keeps attacking. Well, block and block. I don't know how this is going to go wrong, but we got to try. Ooh, all right. We just get to kill it. That's good. Opponent passes. Oh, we know our opponent's going to counter. All right. Oh, I really just want this Surveil. Well, we got to wait. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps, draws. I made a Glorious Rebirth deck with Tamiyo that's pretty good. Ooh, that does sound pretty sweet. Opponent. Gonna bounce our Shalai. Draw a card. They're gonna hit a land. Ooh, at least it's not black. He gets it, hits us. Play Shalai. Temple of Malady. Thought Erasure. I'm sure this draws out the veto. There's the veto. Yeah. Hey, I'm doing well, Debate Bro. How are you? Hey, what's up, Tracy? Good to see you. I think you finally fixed your deck. What do you think? Let me see, Tracy. There is Big Papa Teferi. That's mostly what we were hoping to avoid. Man, we're already laggy. We just restarted. That looks sweet, Tracy. That seems like some good upgrades all around. I like it. Ugh, that didn't go well. Well, Discovery. Exile. Well, Mill Shalai. Draw Kethis. Pick up our disinformation campaigns. Do you think 3 Teferi should be bad? I mean, I think that it's probably a little better than it should be, but I'm not really sure that it would be time to ban it yet. Play Kethis. Get out of the way, animation. All right, Kethis. Exile Flibblethip, Ruinous Blast. Oath of Kaya. Kill Big Teferi. Flibblethip, draw a card. I mean, Kethis is really sweet when it does its thing. Like, it is a very powerful effect. We'll keep another Oath of Gaia. Pass the turn. I'd like to see more planar cleansing. That could be pretty good. Getting rid of everything is definitely nice. Do you think another land cycle will come out once the check lands rotate? Yeah, it is almost guaranteed that there'll be a land cycle in the fall set. It would be pretty much shocking if there wasn't some sort of land cycle in the fall set. But it. More Teferis. Bounces Kethis. Draws a card. Untap land. Main phase is Thought Erasure. Alright. We're in it. That's fine. They probably have to take Druidic Vow, honestly. Wow. Takes the Kethis, does not want a piece of that. Mills and Narset. Well, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I think we're doing it. I think we just gotta do it. We gotta vow for 7. Yeah? And trust the magic gods. Why do we have to pay manually? There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, that didn't go well. We got some lands. I guess that's good. Okay. No attacks. Oh boy. Well, having more lands is not the worst. It doesn't directly help us win, though. Yeah, we hit 4 lands and a bunch of discard spells that we actually wouldn't have minded drawing, honestly, but I mean, we're still okay. Eventually we'll get Kethis to get it back. We have these disinformation campaigns, which are good, so we're not in horrible shape. The mana lets us cast a bunch of disinformation campaigns. Yeah, if they have Command the Dreadhorde, then we're probably in much. Oh, then we're probably just literally dead. And it looks like that's what's happening. And yeah. Well, this deck is a little rough around the edges. Opponent, full Monty of Planeswalkers. And yeah, I think that's game. Narset means we can't draw cards. Opponent has a huge board, gets another. That's just the second time. Well, I think this deck is pretty bad. No reason to not let Grave into an opponent gets in. Oh, you're saying we should have shocked ourselves to put the land into play untapped? Maybe. Although Oath of Teferi doesn't do anything on that board state. Opponent gets to draw, untap with their big handful of cards. So, alright. Well, Oath of Kaya. Yes. Kill Narset. Disinformation campaign. Draw a card. So Kethis, but we can't do much. An opponent can use Kethis too. Oh god. Why does it tap like that? Alright, blue. I guess we gotta manually tap. Blue, black. So we could Kethis and then Ruinous Blast, but that doesn't actually do enough. And disinformation campaign. Yeah, I think they got us. Well, green. Oh, the mana doesn't work, does it? All right. Discovery. Mill. Draw Veraska. Alright. Yep. And we're dead. Huh! This deck is kind of cool, but it does not... I don't know. Second time we've got by Command the Dreadhorde. And we don't really have counters to deal with it. Well, we're definitely going down Urza's Ruinous Blast, which is just sadly not very effective. Not having a way to deal with Command the Dreadhorde is... that is a problem. That is a pretty significant problem. I kind of wish we didn't whiff on... that Kabal's Dramatic Vow. Like, we had a lot of things we could have hit, but we didn't manage to hit any of them. Yeah, this is rough. Rough. Kethis can't get back Planeswalkers. My list would be Kethis, Golos, Card, Vivian Ugin, Moxin, Rona, Tolsiber, Weatherlight. Weatherlight, okay. Chromatic Lantern, that sounds fun. Put Ashiok in this deck. I mean, you could put Ashiok in this deck, but it's, I think it's maybe more of a sideboard card. I guess we could, like, mill ourselves, but I don't know if it's worth playing a card just to mill ourselves. And the mana has been super clunk. Super clunky. Well, we got our mana this game. That's good. We have 1 million lands. Not sure if this is your area of expertise, but I got a 5-0 in a Modern League. What are the chances it shows up in Goldfish? Ooh, what did you get a 5-0 with, Leyline of the Boys? If it's published by Wizards, it will 100% show up on Goldfish. So that's for sure. If it's not published by Wizards, then the odds are quite a bit lower. Watery Grave tapped. Pass the turn. Is it Phoenix? Nice. Is it Phoenix is pretty sweet. Yeah, let's just mobilize District. Disinformation Campaign. Draw card. Flibblethip. If our opponent gets down to Narset, that's pretty bad for us. Mobilize District in a 4-color deck. It's in the sideboard. It's one of the better ways to pressure Planeswalkers. So that's the main reason it's in the deck, is just Planeswalker pressuring from the sideboard. Well, let's Thought Erasure. See what our opponent's got going on over there. Elder Spell, Hostage Taker. Well, we'll take Teferi. We'll keep Kethis. Pick up Disinformation Campaign. Drown Catacombs, Flibblethip. Pass the turn. Mobilize District is a natural predator of 3 fairy. Yeah, that's why it's in the deck, is to get it at those Planeswalkers. Hey Seth, what kind of deck would you recommend I build if I want to move up the ladder and be in a good place after rotation? So, I actually wrote an article last week about decks that have a chance to survive rotation. So I think that maybe that would be a good starting point. The decks that I think have a chance to survive: Temur Elementals, probably Esper Hero, and then maybe like Bant Manipulation / Ramp. So those are the 3 decks that are already good and have a pretty decent chance of still being good after rotation. Disinformation Campaign. Draw a card. go to combat. Attack Teferi. Land Discovery. Well, this game, we're just kind of grinding out the disinformation campaign value. Simic Flash is another good option. I think Simic Flash, there are some questions. It loses some of the cheap counter spells. Yara Kabatakad doesn't lose too much. So I think while Yara Kabatakad hasn't become a top tier deck or anything yet, I think that it should be as good as it is now. After rotation, or very close to it. You lose a couple like fringe things. Ravenous Chupacabra is a one of. Hostage Taker was a one of. But the core of the deck remains the same. So I think it still should be fine. Opponent more Teferis. Keeps playing them. And. Thank you, opponent. Bounces our Flibbleflip. Well, that's fine. Let's. 1, 2, 3. Well, play a land. Play disinformation campaign. Opponent. Gotta discard. Yeah, bouncing Flibbleflip is a pretty good sign that things are not going the way our opponent was hoping. Are you rooting for anyone, anything in particular at Barcelona? I really want to see someone break Urza. Urza, Lord High Artificer. It sounds like... that's not worth it. Let's just tick up. It sounds like a lot of people are going to be playing Hagak, but I'm definitely rooting for not Hagak. A friend sent me a sliver list, and this is what I sent. Looks good to me. I thought I would get your professional opinion. Command the Dreadhorde is just the ruiner of us. That's a fun idea. I had not thought about putting Sarah in slivers, but you do have a lot of ways to give creatures flying. That's definitely a unique take on slivers, Tracy. But I like the idea. That looks sweet to me. Okay, so what is our plan now? We have Narset. Opponent could have... Well, Teferi. Bounce Hostage Taker. Draw a card. Thought Erasure. Target our opponent. Take. Command the Dreadhorde. Mill Kethis. Pick it up. Play Noxious Grasp. Kill Big Teferi. Watery Grave. Narset. Alright. We're in a decent position. We get a Box Hammer. We play a Box Hammer. Okay, that was not a bad turn. Just remember, the cards are next need for Vegas. Let me know. Shipping and all. Oh, that's right, Jay Zoller. Yes. I gotta do that. Oh, you're right. You're right. If the finals comes down to Hagak versus Tron, who would you root for to win? Probably Hagak. Definitely Hagak. I think, so even if Hagak goes and dominates the tournament this weekend, I'm still going to be happy with it. I think, we were talking about this a little bit as we were starting the stream. I feel like even like the Eldrazi Winter Pro Tour, where colorless Eldrazi first became a thing, that was fun. Like, colorless Eldrazi was busted and it ruined the format, but the Pro Tour itself, it was pretty fun. So I feel like even if the format's busted by Hagak, the Pro Tour should still be pretty interesting and entertaining. So that's my hope, and I think I'm going to enjoy it even if it ends up being fairly broken. Really wants to tap... Oh, it's got to tap our white mana. Alright. I'll play Kethis. Play Flibblethip. Play Thought Erasure. Take Noxious Grasp. Mill the land. Play Scryland. Keep Faraska. Mobilize District. Get in at Teferi. And Mobilize District is pretty good here. Pass the turn. Is Hagak skill intensive to play? It's somewhat. I mean, I think it's a deck that's fairly easy to play reasonably well, but I think to really master all the timings and interactions, it would take some practicing. So yeah, that's kind of my thinking on it. You can play it reasonably well, but to play it great, it's going to take a little bit more work. Opponent going to steal our Kethis, I presume. But we do get to get it back. Yup. And we get rid of the Teferi, which is nice. So takes Kethis, replays Kethis, but then we just bounce it, get it back, and we should proceed to win this game, I believe. What sort of performance would Hagak have to put up in order to merit a second batting? 3 in the top 8. Oh. I think it's actually fairly likely that we will end up with a... Opponent scoops it up. All right. Opponent knew this stuff was coming. Gonna bounce it, get back our Kethis. So I'm really looking at the metagame percentage. Like, Modern is a format where ideally, traditionally, the best decks are like 10% of the field. So if we open up our metagame percentage tomorrow and Hagak is like 20-25% of the field, even that by itself, for me, is a big cause for concern. That doesn't necessarily mean just because of that you gotta ban something, but I think that what makes Modern awesome is the diversity and the fact that people feel like they can play everything and anything, and your pet deck can have success. So once you start to have Modern look like standard metagame percentage wise, it loses what makes Modern awesome and fun. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. On the other hand, if it's a high percentage of the field and it just flops and doesn't convert people into day 2, doesn't do well at putting up people in the top 8, then you got kind of a tougher conversation. So that's the other thing, is the target is on it. If you've seen the pros talking on Twitter, they all know that Hagak is the best. They're the ones that have been talking about the most, about how Hagak is the best deck at this tournament, the most played deck at the tournament. Everyone's playing Hagak. So I assume the people that are not playing Hagak are going to have a plan for beating Hagak. So maybe it'll be kept in check just because everyone's playing a million Graveyard Hate. Second batting, Surgical Extraction. You hate free spells. Yes, I'm not a fan of free spells. Although, I mean, I wish that Phyrexia Mana just wasn't a thing. Or if it would be okay if it was like colored Phyrexian Mana. If you could spend life, but you had to almost like invigorate. If you control a swamp, you can use the Phyrexian Mana on Dismember or whatever, or Surgical. All the pros Hagak talk is just the next level LSV pen trick. Well, I think it'll actually be pretty heavily played. I mean, maybe it's all a joke, but I would be surprised. Now we're getting a little mana punished here. We were kind of counting on that Gideon, and now we can't cast anything. That's one thing we've learned about this deck, is the mana is very rough. Here's an elemental deck I've been playing in my Modern, my LGS pen, putting up great results. Is a nice toolbox feel to it with the Risen Reef is totally OP. The sideboard needs work, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Ooh, let me take a look. 5 color elementals. Ooh, that's got some really sweet synergies. Like Risen Reef, wow, opponent brought an Unmorgio. Risen Reefs and Vesper Larks, Lightning Skelementals. It's a lot to take in. It got a lot of one-ups, but I guess that's because of Flamekin Harbinger, so you can tutor stuff up. Definitely looks spicy. I'd like to try something like that. Is there a wheel in standard to go with Narset? There's a 7 mana one, Emergency Powers. I think that's it. There's no like turn 3 wheel or anything. But there are really expensive ones. Does anyone have the Dimir Blood for Bones list from the other day? I can get it for you. Let me see. Opponent. Figuring out what to name. Disinformation campaigns. There is the list. Oh yeah, that's true. Dragon Mage also kind of does it. I guess you could reanimate it. It's also very expensive though. So opponent, yes, disinformation campaigns us. Land. Wow. Yeah. Well, I think we might chalk this deck up to needs a lot of work. It does some cool things, but whew. We've lost a lot to the mana and to just general land troubles. So opponent, you did. Induced Amnesia. Yeah, Induced Amnesia is wheel-esque. That does kind of work. Ugh. Yeah. When it enters the battlefield, target player exile the cards from his or her hand when it put in the graveyard. Yeah, so Induced Amnesia, it works unless your opponent kills it, right? Like if they deal with your Narset and then kill it, they'd get cards back. I think. But yeah, that is another good point. Well, sure. Oh. Well, this is what we got. Not much. Hit our opponent. Pass the turn. When Narset out, if you emergency on their turn, they don't get to draw any cards. They discard everything. But you don't get to put any permanent from your hand on the battlefield. If you emergency power on your turn, they get a card back. But you get to put a permanent. Yes. Yes. That sounds right. Opponent. Big Teferi. Joining the fun. Another mobilized district. Well, let's see if we can find mana. Sure, Flibblethip. And a Temple's Islands. Well, we finally found a Black Source. It took 17 cards, but we got there. Shalai. Yeah. What are we even looking for? Do we have anything that just kills a Planeswalker? This deck can play Immortal Sun. Well, I guess I couldn't. We have too many Planeswalkers. I do like the Scrylands. I think the Scrylands are great. They're very powerful. I think the mana base in this deck is just ambitious. Let's go with ambitious. Is this the Hogek list you guys are talking about for tomorrow's tournament? Something along those lines, Tracy. Yeah. I mean the full deck lists aren't out, but it should be close to that at least. Huh. So opponent got all their mana up. How do we pressure? Well, actually, let's play Kethis. Black, green, white. Play Kethis. Play Teferi. Opponent kills Kethis. Go to combat. Attack big Teferi. Opponent just drawn so many cards. Well, bounce Flibblethip. Replay Flibblethip. Pass the turn. Why isn't it showing up in the 5-0 list? Wait, what is it showing up in the 5-0 list? Oh, sorry, fantastic, sir. Why are you even here? Does Turn 2 Blood Moon really mean anything? Those asking the real questions. Hogak decks. Why don't they show up? Oh, they show up in the 5-0 list. What do we do now? Let's take up Teferi. Play Oath of Kaya. Hit Teferi. Mobilize District. Go to combat. Teferi. I mean, our mobilized districts are coming through a bit. Mobilized District. Discovery. Mill the lands. Now we're hitting all of our lands. And more lands. Pass the turn. Husband is trying to make a deck for me before it gets out of our budget. Oh, that's a good idea. I think there's a pretty realistic chance that it'll end up getting targeted with a banning again. At least it's on the table that it could be banned again. We'll see what the weekend looks like. Has Hagag not spiked again because everyone assumes banning? Weird this under $6. I mean, there was just a banning, and I think people think it's possible it could still get banned, and it's only a rare, so I think even at $6, I don't think that is that low for a Modern Horizons rare. I think it probably... I think it probably ranks not too far behind just the lands for the most part as far as rares. I guess Giver of Runes is like $9. And then Hogak is kind of in the next group with Plague Engineer, Force of Vigor, etc. Opponent, all the Planeswalkers. Oh, we've been very good at losing to Command the Dreadhorde. Third game and second match that we've lost to Command the Dreadhorde. I guess we just can't quite keep up with that. Boat it. Takes up, we draw Shalai. So, options. Well, play... Play Teferi. Play Watery Grave. Actually, wait. Did our opponent just give us this game? They went too greedy. Just kidding. We're going to beat. I wasn't thinking that our opponent did that, but all right. I guess our opponent didn't want to live anymore. Yeah. I hadn't considered the possibility that our opponent might just kill themselves, but I just assumed that they wouldn't go low enough on life that we could kill them, but they did. Well, we will take it. A win's a win. La Plano for the 28th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Well, thank you about it. Thank you. All right, so we got time to squeeze in a couple more matches. People wanted to see a couple more decks though, so we will try them. We will try them quickly. People wanted to see a game with the with this deck. Oh my god. This deck, we looked at it in the beginning of the stream. It's really janky. This was the other Scheming Symmetry Against Odds deck I was working on. It's a Bolas' Citadel deck with the Explore package to gain life. So you can go through the deck, Path of Discovery to support it, Risen Reef, but then it also has Thousand Year Storm to try to copy Plane-Wide Celebration or Agonizing Siphon to make a kind of like weird stormy part of the deck. So a janky, weird version of Bolas' Citadel. So we'll give it a shot. Yeah, that's why I didn't play it for Against the Odds, is because Explore package is super boring and in a little bit played out. But people want to see a game with it, so let's give it a shot. Can we open the packs at the end of the stream? Sure, we definitely can. The fact that it's a 35th deck called New Deck is hilarious to me. If I don't actually use the decks on a stream or anything, I tend not to actually name them. The problem I run into is I'll start to build a deck, and then the deck will change. Like, I'll sit down to build a certain deck, and then as I'm building, it often changes into something else, so the names end up being wrong anyway. So I've started just not name them usually, unless it's going to be on stream. Sailor of Means in the Dimir Blood for Bone deck instead of Stitchers. Who? Maybe. I do really like Sailor Means more than most people. I don't know. I would have to play it a little bit. As long as we could still get enough stuff in the graveyard, I think that would make the deck more powerful. But there might be a chance... The name is Urn. That's a good way of putting it. There might be a chance that it's just too... Oh boy. Well, at least they mulliganed a lot. And we do have Agonizing Siphon, which is good. There's a chance that maybe we would just not get stuff in the graveyard easily enough. But, assuming we get stuff in the graveyard, that would be a good change. Sailor Memes. Phone it, combat, gets in. Hits us. Down to 18. And light up the stage. You know you wanna. There it is. Ooh, Chandra Shock. No land. Okay. There's a land. Opponent passes. Well, Breeding Pool, Shock Yourselves, Branch Walker. Gotta hit them land drops. This is a very janky Citadel deck. Citadel Storm, basically. Citadel with Thousand Year Storm. Which is about as janky as it gets. Opponent shocks. We do hit a land. Okay, pass the turn. Opponent. Do they have a land for their Chandra? That's the next question. Alright, Cavalcade Calamity. That's fine. So Chandra's going away. But we got a shot. Opponent gets in. I think we might be okay. Opponent's mulliganing helping us. Maybe we'll even get to combo. The other downside of the combo is people tend to scoop to it sometimes. But play the land. Play Jade Light Ranger. Do some exploring. Alright. Mill that. Miller Thousand Year Storm. Alright, mill. Even though Wild Growth Walker is good, we really need lands. Thousand Year Citadel is basically what we're doing. Vote it. What do you got? Alright, another Chandra. And make some elementals. And attacks. I mean, they're going away. You might as well attack. Attacks. Attacks. Unattacks. Attacks. Unattacks. I jank quite a few people out with Janky Citadel and Arena. It is a good jank about deck, that's for sure. Boat it. Hits us. 12. We will block. Drop to 11. Opponent. So are y'all actually going to watch the Pro Tour tomorrow? Yeah. Ooh, we hit a land. So go to combat, attack Chandra. Opponent. I will watch when I can. Nope. Hey, what's up, Nate Fennelly? How are you tonight? Good to see ya. I think attack unattack thing is because mouse clicks. Yeah, I've noticed that sometimes too. Arena can be a little clunky sometimes with the mouse clicks. Well, Risen Reef, Branch Walker. Ugh, maybe we're gonna regret milling that Wild Growth Walker. Pass the turn. Probably not. Fire Emblems, 3 houses come out tomorrow. Ooh. I don't know what that is, but it sounds fun. How about the end of the stream we go through all your decks and we name them? Ooh, that would be interesting. I don't know if we will actually do that tonight, but that could be fun to do at some point. Boat it, gets it, hits us. Ugh, so much damage. No blocks. Down to 5. We draw land. So I think we... Agonizing Siphon the War Boss. Go up to 8. Play the land. Kill Chandra. Huh. Okay. Stable-ish at the moment. Oh, it's a video game? That's cool. Headed to the beach. We'll rewatch any interesting matches. And that is a good technique as well. And let's Risen Reef. Now we're to the point where we're kind of looking for Citadel to start the combo. I guess we also need a Wild Growth Walker. Ooh, Scheming Symmetry. Ugh. Let's just Gaia's Blessing. I don't think we can Scheming Symmetry yet. Put you back in, put you back in, put you back in. Draw a card. Alright, pass the turn. Get in with Jade Light. We can't just run it out because there's such a high risk of dying. Are you the MTG Goldfish hosting the deck website? That is us. I'm the content manager for MTG Goldfish. Ooh, Cavalcade Part 2. Bone it. Yeah, summer weekends are not the easiest time for a Pro Tour, I don't think. Well, let's... Yeah, I guess we gotta kill it. Ugh. Trading a Risen Reef for a Goblin token. Is there a Challenger mode on Arena, Seth? If so, you should do a stream where you let people challenge you and see how they do. There is, and that is something that definitely need to do in the not super distant future. Jade Light Ranger. We've been talking about it for a while, but we actually got to make it happen. That would be fun, Tracy. McGarry for the 3rd or 18th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Well, there it is. We got a shot. We got a shot for the win. We will see. What do you got about it? What do you got? What do you got? Oh, opponent scoops it up. We didn't get to combo. Hey, what's up, David? How are you? Saw Against the Odds made me think about my own Ley Line of Anticipation, Jake. You can do some pretty crazy things with Ley Line of Anticipation. That is for sure. I think we want Massacre Girl. Maybe like Legion's End, and I guess that's about it. Maybe go down like a Risen Reef or Risen Reef. Run it like that. Oh, we could have used our Scheming Symmetry to find a Wild Growth Walker and try to combo off that way. You guys wouldn't by chance need another content creator on the channel, would you? For any game, doesn't have to be MTG. Oh, well, right now we only do MTG content. Although, you could talk to Richard. There is, like, a Goldfish for Pokemon, and there was a very short-lived Artifact Goldfish. we thought the Artifact hype was going to be real, but... one of the biggest flops. So, if you wanted to, you could email Richard. Richard at MTGGoldfish.com. So email and ask him, and he would know about the other stuff. Definitely, you can send me an email as well if you want to talk about Magic-related content stuff. In Modern, do you think that there is a Tier 1 Slivers deck? I don't. Not at this point. I think that in Modern, there's probably a maybe Tier 2 or 3 Slivers deck. Like, I think there's a Slivers deck that is good enough that you can... We've seen in the past people like make a top 8 at an SCG event with it or something. But I don't think there's a Slivers deck that's going to consistently compete with the best decks in the format right now, sadly. I mean, maybe someday, but I don't know. We'll keep it. So yeah, I think Slivers is good, but not Tier 1 good. But better than a random... It's in the big pile of decks that you could, if you build it well, practice it well, play it well, I wouldn't be shocked to see, oh, someone's in the top 8 of an event with Slivers. But it's not the, okay, I expect it to be in the top 8 or in contention for the top 8 week in and week out. Did you guys also turn, did you guys also turn Artifact Goldfish to stream pirated television programs as happened with Twitch? Wait, that's a thing that happened? I think I missed that. Gonna call him Sliver Boy from now on, Tracy? Slivers are pretty cool, so I don't blame people for liking Slivers. They are really one of the most unique tribes in Magic. And we'll get back our Wild Growth Walker. I mean, we're at 24. We get to kill this Spitfire, and we're one land away from... I mean, we like kill Spitfire, untap Jade Light Ranger for a land, and then Citadel, hopefully, with almost full life. Pauper Slivers are pretty decent. They definitely are. My brother, who played all the way back in Alpha, had a Sliver deck way back in the day. I think my love for it started back with Sliver Queen. Yeah, Slivers Stronghold, I think, were the first Slivers. So there definitely are some good old Slivers. Oh man, Scorch Splitter, eh? Opponent's getting aggro. Oh, I guess that's kind of cute with Spitfire. Non-combat damage. Okay. I like it. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be competitive, but that kind of works. Do we kill this? I think we have to. Yeah, kill Spitfire. Too much potential damage. Slivers are pretty good in Commander, that is true. That was his first deck in Magic and Tempest, so I understand. Yeah, you always... It's kind of like first love. Like, you always have a special spot in your heart for your first love, and I think that's same with first decks too. You'll just there'll always be something special about it. All right, Jade Light Ranger. You can tell it's best of 3 by the little diamond below usernames. Oh, I actually didn't realize that. Let's mill it. Breeding pool. Well, I'll go to combat. I mean, next turn we play a Citadel and see what happens. We're not set up to really go infinite, but we have a good chance of going infinite the following turn. And we are at 24 life, which gives us a lot of life to play with. Well, pass the turn. My first love was Sunny Side Up Eggs and Old Extended with Second Sunrise. Everyone hated me for playing it. Oh, that deck was good enough that got banned in Modern eventually, essentially. Deckmaster should be up. It looks like it's up for me. Hopefully it's working. Spitfire. My first deck that I ever built was mostly out of original Mirrodin block cards, and it was built around Eon Storm. Which, if you're not familiar with Eon Storm, this is Eon Storm. Remove 3-mana enchantment, pay 2, remove a +1/+1 counter or a charge counter from a permanent you control, 2 damage to target creature or player. So the idea was to use like Arcbound, Oh, the deck was so bad. I didn't have any concept of building a good deck. I remember there being an Arcbound Overseer because I was building with whatever cards were laying around. I remember, I think it's Energy Chamber puts a charge counter. Yeah, you can just put a charge counter on a thing. So it was really rough around the edges, but it was fun. It was definitely fun. We didn't really get to combo. All right, let's give it one more try. We might not get to Yarok tonight, but that's fine because we're gonna do a whole Yarok stream in the near future. So even if we don't get to Yarok, that's still okay. And technically, we're up to a winning record now overall. We went 2-2 with. Man, wow, we played some long games tonight. Have your arena games been taking longer than they used to? Just like because the meta has slowed down or like been more grindy. We've almost went through all right. We've almost went through a 3-hour stream and we're only 5 matches in. That's not that many matches for 3 hours. Ion. Yes, I mean I was probably mispronouncing it back then too, from the very beginning. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Still mispronouncing. Still building again. Oh no. Scheming Symmetry. All right, land go. Well, we're a ways away from the. If this is a Simic Flash, we're gonna get wrecked. Wrecked. You should make an updated version of your first deck and stream it. That's a good idea. It would be really bad, but maybe it'd be like a good against odds or something. I think. It would be very. I couldn't imagine playing it in current modern because I was playing like mostly casually with friends, so you could get away with playing. Oh, it's mono blue. Okay, this is not gonna go well. This is not gonna go well at all. Opponent drawing cards. Whew. Well, I would not have kept the 6-land Bolas Citadel hand if I knew we were on mono blue. Actually, you know what? Let's go to game 2. I think there's literally no way we win from here, from this position. Yeah, I was excited about mono blue rotating, but then Simic Flash came out, and Simic Flash is basically mono blue. I mean, playstyle wise, it's very similar to mono blue, but. But roughly as annoying, I guess. Yeah. I mean, at least it kills you a little faster, I guess is a random upside. Like, that is something. So bring in basically any interaction possible. I think we actually have to cut Scheming Symmetry in this matchup. Trim a Path of Discovery. Go down. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, let's cut the Gaia's Blessings. If we mill ourselves out, at least we went out doing what we loved. Seth has a voice coach like actor Arnold Schwarzenegger. To keep the environment and other people from correcting his speech, they keep him mispronouncing since it keeps the revenue flowing. Got someone in my ear like, hey, say that wrong way. Wow, this is one of the more awkward-looking hands you'll ever see. 1,000-Year Storm looks so out of place. Make an updated version of Against Odds Tribal Tom made a while back. That could be fun, too. Well, that's why I Growth Walker. That would be a sweet one. We're nearing the end of Commander Clash season. Commander Clash, we recorded episode 25 today, which is 3rd episode of Core Set 2020. Then we have a finale episode, and then the current season will be over until we get back from Vegas. We'll pick it back up sometime in September. Although there are definitely special episodes coming. Special episodes from Vegas that I'm excited about, I think. And maybe this won't work out, so don't get mad if it doesn't. But one thing people have asked for is Oathbreaker. Oathbreaker you can't play on Magic Online. But I'm going to try really hard to see if we can do a Oathbreaker Commander Clash episode, essentially, while we are out in Vegas. Boy, we're just hitting all the lands. Get in. Hit our opponent. Down to 18. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Combat. Oh, we could use an Explorer creature to gain some life. That would be nice. Opponent hits us 15. And passes. More lands. Well, go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Sadly, even if we get Citadel down, I mean, we can just normal Citadel, but we can't do our 1,000-Year Storm combo because it's in our hand. Hey, Seth, I tried out the Font of Agonies against Odd Style deck with new Sorin. It's quite good. Ooh. Gonna have to try that at some point. I don't think we played a Font of Agonies deck. What players are rotating out of Commander Clash? Still figuring that out. We're not 100% certain yet. Opponent's got to have counters. All right. I guess we got to wait. Play defense. Next turn, we can try to Citadel. Man, we have drawn lands literally every turn of this game, right? I guess we drew Citadel once, but we have mostly just drawn infinite lands. Opponent doesn't even draw a card. Interesting. Combat. Attacks. Yeah, still figuring out the rotation. So a blue-black Fairies deck online the other day. Think it went 5-0. Not sure if the deck list, but it was good. Yeah, Fairies are a decent, like, second-tier deck in Modern, and a sweet one. You should duo Vince with beard-themed Oathbreaker decks to settle the Beard War once and for all. That's also a sweet idea. Oh my god, keeps going. 1, 2, 3. Well, I mean, we gotta try. Bolas is Citadel. If they have 2 counters, then we're sad, and it seems possible. Veil of Summer. Well, I think we only have 24 lands in this deck, and we've hit a lot. We've hit a ball. Sebsy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our re-subscriber. Yeah, if we're gonna play Font of Agonies, we'd have to do it soon. All right. Well, yeah, this one's over. Sure. 1,000-Year Storm. Counter it. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our starting end was what? 3 spells, 4 lands, and we've just drawn lands every turn. Very Varte. All right, one more try. Last match of the stream tonight. One more try to see if we can combo off with this deck. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Do they make the decks look smaller again, or is it just me? Ooh. I haven't really paid attention. They might have. There was an update today. So, let's see what it looks like. With Richard, Krim, and Seth being locked in, do a 6-man Commander Clash with Tom, Jennifer, and Vince. That could be fun. I don't know if they're going to be there. I don't know if Tom or Jennifer will be there. Vince will be there. We have a plan. I don't think I'm supposed to reveal the plan yet. Ugh, alright. I don't think I'm supposed to reveal the plan yet, but there is a plan for sweet things coming from Vegas, so fingers crossed. Thanks so much for the match. I couldn't believe it until I saw you had Citadel in 1,000-Year Storm. Well, Mr. Trends, thanks for mono bluing me. Good game. Opponent, getting the ramp on. Paradise Druid, off the land or elves. So we're just going to get Nissa'd. Well, play a land. Tapped, pass the turn. Q-Work, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you, is turn 3 Nissa. Thank you so much for your subscription. Alright, Teferi. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Opponent takes up Teferi. And, wow, another Land of War. All the fast mana. Well, that's Jade Light. Just gotta hope they don't have their big stuff, I guess. land, and we will mill Scheming Symmetry. Pass the turn. The combo involves Bolas' Citadel, playing our deck, tutoring up a 1,000-Year Storm. It's really janky. Basically, Bolas' Citadel with the Explorer stuff and Wild Growth Walker allows us to basically play through our entire deck. Well, let's Jade Light. Go exploring. Graveyard. Library. Stomping Ground. Pass the turn. So that's kind of plan one. Get down Citadel with Wild Growth Walker, play a bunch of Explorer stuff to go through our deck, get down 1,000-Year Storm, and then make a bunch of stuff with Plane-Wide Celebration, like tokens and life gain. Definitely ask you. It was an Against the Odds deck. I didn't actually end up using it, but it was one of the builds for Scheming Symmetry Against the Odds, but I decided against using it because the Explorer package is just kind of boring. Opponent passes. All right, well, Watery Grave. Untapped. Wild Growth Walker. Ranger, number 2. Well, all right. Opponent's going to know what's coming, but Tag to Fairy. Well, we'll see what our opponent has. We got the Citadel. We have a setup where we can potentially go infinite. We will see. I saw your original build of this deck. Why bother adding 1,000-Year Storm? For fun. Mostly because it's sweet. It's not necessary, I don't think, but it does crazy things when it goes off. Ooh. Tinawat Commander, eh? Opponent's leaving up 2 mana. Draws a bunch of cards. They have to Fairy. Bounces Wild Growth Walker. Alright. Well, maybe we just wait another turn. Oh, to Fairy. Boo. Opponent passes. Let's play a land. Path of Discovery. Wild Growth Walker. Explore. Gain life. Mill it. Pass the turn. Opponent's got a lot of cards in hand, though. Friend asked me about Scapeshift and Valakut in Modern, if it will add the zombie-producing land in Standard. No, I don't think so. I think you can build like a different version of Scapeshift around the land, but I don't think Valakut Scapeshift will play the zombie land. I don't think it can really support it. I've been playing Risen Reef in my Citadel Explorer deck. It's great. Wild Growth Walker is an elemental. Yeah, I've been doing that as well. Oh boy. There's the Nissa. Opponent. Gets in. They definitely could have counter spells. Hits us to 21. Well, Citadel. Wow. Alright, play the land. Scheming Symmetry. Ooh, okay. Okay. Let's scheme. We will take... That's interesting. I guess we just Jade Light for now. Take Jade Light. Ooh, okay. We have a chance to combo here, potentially. Our opponent didn't have a counter. We got to go as far as we can here because our opponent has these Planeswalkers, especially Teferi, although it is down to 1. And our opponent gets to tutor, which isn't ideal, but, well, let's see how far we can go. Let's see how far. I play an Esper version of Citadel with Lab Maniac Jace, life gain draws. spells, wipes. Actually, take out some wins and hella fun. That does sound hella fun. Well, that's Jade Light. I don't know why this card's face up, but that's fine. Gain some life. Wild Growth on top. Wild Growth. Oh, and the fizzle. Alright. No attacks. Well, now we see the downside of Scheming Symmetry is we just let our opponent tutor. Growth Spiral draws what they tutored for. Growth Spiral draws a card. Yeah, well, we had our fun, but we fizzled, unfortunately. If we had the Path of Discovery out, we probably wouldn't have fizzled. Opponent doing some manual tapping. Why is the deck crooked? I don't know. The card's like falling off of our library somehow. Opponent. Opponent. Floating a bunch of mana. What do you got about it? Oh, goodness. Opponent. Your Citadel deck was doing the same thing? I'm guessing it's some sort of arena bug. Well, opponent's trying to spend a lot of mana on something. Mass manipulation, apparently. So, yeah, it looks like we allowed our opponent to tutor up mass manipulation to steal our entire deck. Untaps a land. Well, now we just got to combo off. That's it. Goes attacking. Kill the land. All right, we're at 14. How far can we go? Assassin's Trophy. Huh. Well. Assassin's Trophy, Nissa. Ooh, okay, there's Scheming Symmetry. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Okay. We got a chance. Can we put this together? Favorites card from the last 3 sets? Oh, Lord. Oh, I'd have to think about it. Maybe. I'm going to say Yarok off the top of my head, but I'd actually have to think. That would be M20, War of the Spark, and Ravnica Allegiance. Ooh, it might just be Yarok still. Opponent looking for land. So we Scheming Symmetry. Take. What's in our graveyard? Okay, I think we just take... Wild Growth Walker for now. Take Wild Growth Walker. The Crab Lord! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, Scheming Symmetry is pretty good with it. I don't think we can get the Storm yet. I think we gotta go for a bit first, and then hopefully hit that as we combo off. Because we get to play the Path of Discovery, and then play Wild Growth Walker. And then hopefully, like, the next Scheming Symmetry will hit us what we need. So play Path of Discovery. Wild Growth Walker. We'll keep that. Risen Reef. Oh my goodness. Why are these stacked on top of our deck in a way that we know? Alright, Risen Reef. Land. Gaia's Blessing. Put back Scheming Symmetry, and Scheming Symmetry. Scheming Symmetry. Do some tutoring. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. Take a Wild Growth Walker. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Because you can check the top of the library while the spell's on the stack. Oh, I see. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're going to go. We're going to go for the combo. Wild Growth Walker. Draw. Yeah, oh, as long as we don't time out, hit a land, gain some life. Yeah, we got to turn that on or we're going to time out. All right, Risen Reef. Trigger, trigger. Yes. Scheming Symmetry. Tutor it up. Yes. Oh my god, Agonizing Symphony. Now we'll take 1,000-Year Storm. Fantastic, sir! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big cheer for our new subscriber, 1,000-Year Storm. Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, let's kill some things. Okay. Your go, opponent. I need to buy a shirt for my husband that is the one you sell called I Love Jake. Yes. You can get that over on the merch page. That's the shirt I'm wearing today, actually. I wish. You can't target your own stuff with Assassin's Trophy, unfortunately. Opponent says good game. Okay. Well, I guess we got the win. Opponent gets lands. Oh, and scoops it up. We had the Scheming Symmetry on top. So we could have kept going. We could have kept going and got our plain white celebration and really went off, but that's still good. Thank you so much, fantastic sir. I definitely appreciate it. Oh, welcome you to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, bring in some stuff. Go down a couple symmetries, a Gaia's Blessing, and one path. Run it like that. Run it like that. Are you going to have merch stuff for sale at Vegas? I don't think we can because we don't have a booth or anything. So I don't think we can. I'll have to ask Richard. I don't know if there's any way around that, but I believe we won't have stuff for sale at the venue at Vegas for sure. Whether or not there's stuff in Vegas that we can get to you somehow, I would have to ask him, but yeah, we liked to do it last year, and getting a booth is ridiculously expensive for what we do. How does Explore work if you have no cards left in your deck? That's a good question. I assume you keep exploring, but nothing happens. But I think we'd still gain life with Wild Growth Walker or whatever. That's my guess. I can't remember if I've ever had that happen. If I did, it was not recently. Wild Growth Walker, go. Opponent, Growth Spirals. Sure. And opponent, land up to 4 mana. And play a land, play Risen Reef. There's the Frilled Mystic. Yup. Regards to Barcelona, always funny decks in your stream. Ooh. Well, hello from the U.S., Horace. Barcelona is where the Mythic Championship is tomorrow. Does our opponent have Nissa? They do, of course. Ugh. Yeah, that's a big Planeswalker. Nissa is pretty good. Opponent gets in, hits us. I feel like you should get a discount on a booth for being there. That would be interesting. Yeah, I guess I didn't look into getting a discount. I think it makes sense if you're someone who's selling a bunch of cards, buying and selling cards. Then I think it's still probably very much worth the price. But for like goldfish stuff, we just have like some stickers or maybe some t-shirts. So it's the economics of it are a lot different compared to like a big card shop that's buying and selling hundreds of thousands of dollars of cards. When you're like, oh, we got a few stickers and just want to meet fans. So yeah, we'll see. Opponent, yeah, animating stuff, attacking. Well, we will start killing lands. Yup. Down to 14. This is pretty good. Deputy of Detention. What's the war planeswalker you've lost to most? Ugh, no lands. All right. Yeah, let's go game 3. We did our fun in game 1. Maybe we should have just stopped after game 1, like an Against the Odds episode. Narset, interesting. Nissa, I think it's Nissa for me. 3 fairy, I can see that. Those seem like the big ones. Excited to watch Kethis, thinking about making commander deck around him. Thanks for the gameplay, Seth. Oh, yes, Tiger Dilly. It is pretty interesting. And there's a Commander Clash coming with it soon as well. Baby Teferi, Ugin, Nissa. Teferi, Nissa. Yeah, sounds roughly like my experience. All right. Well, on to our very last game of the stream. This is it. We'll give it one last game with Bolas' Citadel. And then we'll have to call it a night for this week. But we'll be back next week with more streams. Doing some modern, doing some standard. Pro Tour tomorrow, so that'll be going on. Liliana, if it came, or Chandra probably would if it actually saw more play. But they don't come down that often. I think that's why. I think like Chandra or Liliana are probably more unbeatable than some of the other planeswalkers, but you don't run into them as often, so it feels less devastating. Do you think you'll try Battle of Wits again? Yes, I still want to finish the Battle of Wits challenge at some point. Oh, congratulations, Tracy. That's awesome. Alright. We got Bolas' Citadel. We got random Explorer creatures. Our deck is pretty soft to Nissa. Our way of beating Nissa is basically doing what we did in game 1, where we just go over the top, but ramping into Nissa is not something we want to see. Alright. Scheming Symmetry. Not good now. Uncastable. Chandra feels so unbeatable for a creature deck. Very true. Opponent, Llanowar Elves. Passes. Well, play Branchwalker. Go exploring. Watery Grave tapped. Pass the turn. I mean, maybe we could just ramp into Bolas' Citadel. That's not impossible. Opponent, considering their plays. Carefully. Chandra is a Lava Fog. Like wrathing the board? Oh, to finish the Battle of Beards once and for all, you and Vince should play a Battle of Witsmere. That would be a good way to put an end to it. Battle of Wits for the Battle of Beards. Opponent, Teferi takes it up. Ugh, more Llanowars. That's Nissa mana. Well, play a land. Go to combat. Attack Teferi. Opponent takes it. Well, Agonizing Symphony Teferi. Pass the turn. Not just a Battle of Witsmere, but a paper Battle of Witsmere. Oh, I'm gonna lose that just because of my great shuffling skills. Chicken be chicken! Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 5th month! Hey, hello from the US. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for our re-subscriber. Opponent grabs a land, mills a bunch of stuff, gets in, hits us. Play a land, play Path of Discovery. Ugh, pass the turn. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We got a bunch of 6-drops, but we're getting close to being dead. What's our opponent got? Deputy of Detention. Going to snag our Path of Discovery. Goes to combat. Attacks with everything. Well, this is it. We got to chump. We got to hit a land. We got to have Citadel resolve. We got to have good cards on the top of our deck. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Opponent. Land. Passes. Well, step 1 is land. Land. Citadel. Okay, Risen Reef. Oh, we draw the Risen Reef, though. Well, alright. And now the fun ends. Pass the turn. Grow Spiral. Oh, do we get one more shot at it? Opponent untaps. Land. 1 card in hand. Goes attacking 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh. Block with Risen Reef. Stay at 14. What do you got, opponent? Passes. Top card. Jade Light. Well, play it. Mill it. Draw land. Play the land. Assassin's Trophy Deputy. Oh, I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it. Because we have our Scheming Symmetry. Our Scheming Symmetry is going to save the day, and we're going to go on a winning note. I think we are. I think we are. Because now we get to Scheming Symmetry. Tutor. I think we got it. Wild Growth. Incoming to the top of the deck. And now we should be able to go off. Now we should be able to go off and pick up the win. Opponent thinking over what to get, but I don't think they're going to get a turn. I think we're going to finish it here. We got to get our life gain going. And then we can play Reef to get through the next land on top of our deck. Why can we see 2 cards on top of our deck? Can we see our whole deck? Oh, you can see our whole deck. So weird. Opponent carefully considering. I'm playing a draft on Arena. My opponent just cast their 5th Sage Row Denizen. Yeah, the draft's on Arena. The bots. They need some work. All right, opponent figured it out. Well, Wild Growth Walker. Gain some life. Yeah, we'll keep that to ruin our opponent's scry. Kill the Cavalier. Make our opponent shuffle. Oh, hopefully we don't fizzle. That would be sad. Oh, yes. People wanted to see this Bolas' Citadel deck on the way out the door. So we did switch decks right at the end. Risen Reef. Ugh. Alright. Path of Discovery. Ugh. Bolas' Citadel. Alright. And our turn ends. We do fizzle. Maybe we'll still be okay. Like, next turn will be good, potentially. Like, oh, we needed one more hit. Opponent. If they kill both of our creatures, we're dead. Hey, good to see you, Sergeant Major. Tuber. I think this would be a good jank deck for you. Let me see, Tracy. Having some success with it at F&M. Stuffy Trod. That does look fun. Stuffy Doll, deal damage to it. That is a really cool deck. Reminds me of a deck that Vince played at one point. Bounces, Wild Growth Walker. What does our opponent draw into? Night of Autumn. To kill our Citadel. Okay. Last card. Paradise Druid. All right, we're still good. Opponent goes attacking, so we must block. We must block. Sure. Stay at 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bolas' Citadel. Wild Growth Walker. Explore. Gates of Life. Oh, not enough life. Alright. Overgrown Tomb. Attack to Fairy. This has not been the beautiful combo we were hoping for. Next turn! We keep saying next turn. Getting it to Fairy. Opponent blocks, keeps to Fairy. Huh, pass the turn. Come on, whiff. One time. One time whiff. One time. Hey, thank you, T-Easy. Thanks for swinging by. And for the kind words. Hey, see you, Taylor Jones. Alright, opponent passes. We will play Jade Light Ranger. Go exploring. Now we should finally have it. It took a lot more work than we thought. Alright. Keep a Branch Walker. Now we should go infinite. Library, library, library. Yes, yes. Gain a bunch of life. Branch Walker. Graveyard. Library. Library. Gain a bunch of life. Branch Walker. Get the lands out of the way. Get the lands out of the way. Mill Massacre Girl. Risen Reef. Get a land. Do some exploring. There we go. There's Scheming Symmetry. Scheming Symmetry. Do some tutoring. Get... do we take 1,000? Yeah, let's take 1,000-Year Storm. Take 1,000-Year Storm. That's fine. There's a 1,000-Year Storm. Hey, Seth, what do you think is the current best replacement for Vraska's Contempt? Bedevil, I guess? Play 1,000-Year Storm. Bolas' Citadel. Wild Growth Walker. Hopefully we get something in the next set. Wild Growth Walker. Gaia's Blessing. Shuffle stuff back in. Scheming Symmetry. Gates of Life. Cast it. Tutor, tutor. Oh boy. A few times. Tutor, tutor. Get... Let's get Scheming Symmetry. I think we do this to up our storm count. So get Scheming Symmetry just to up our storm count. Yep, Scheming Symmetry. Up our storm count. Siphon isn't lethal yet, though. It will be, but it's not yet. Scheming Symmetry. Let's do some tutoring, opponent. Copy it. Copy it. Opponent says good game. Oh, and opponent scoops it up. Well, that's what the deck can do, and we were actually winning with it. So, yeah. And we moved up to Diamond. Playing some jank, playing some jank. So, overall, we played 2 decks. We started off with some Kethis, which was a little clunky, but we went 2 and 2. And then we did some Storming with Bolas' Citadel. That was pretty sweet. So, Oh my lord, everyone. Yeah, that was close to a flawless victory. We still got a Yarok at some point. We will do another Yarok stream, I promise. Maybe next week, we'll see. But we got many of them coming next week. So, reminders on the way out the door, replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old stream, normal YouTube. Tons of stuff coming up. Playing Pauper, awesome. Much Brew Against Odds, Budget Magic coming up next week. Really sweet ones. Some crib videos, Commander Clash. Keep it out for them. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you're looking for some sweet, sweet new M20 cards, you can snag them at cardkingdom.com. Maybe you can grab your own Saffron Olive sticker if you're interested. Just mention it in your order notes. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. You all are amazing. I'm going to call it quits for tonight. Get ready for Pro Tour coverage and watching tomorrow. So have a wonderful weekend, everyone. If you're magicking, non-magicking, whatever you're doing, I seriously love you all. You were amazing. Your support is great. Your encouragement. I hope to see you next week. We'll be back Monday afternoon stream, I believe. So I should see you then. Until then, have a great weekend, everyone. Seriously. And yeah, see you Monday.